Hello, salutations, what it do? It's Sadot the Gamer, all father, Durag gang, no vibes like scrap. Let's get it. Happy Sunday, Durag Nation. We are back once again for part 2 of my last run of Marvel's Avengers. Welcome to Disassemble part 2. How's everyone doing today on this day of rest? What do we got here? Just a chat. YouTube Toby, what up? JTB. Azarlum, Noir, what's up, Recon? Venom 2.0 should be 19.0. Gotta get them inches in. Show them off. What's up, Toledo? Gaming Galaxy, what it do? What it do? What's up, Zay? What's up, Lena? Good to see you, Mr. Elaine. Nava Flow, the GOAT, what up? What up, Madman? Javon, how you doing? I am relaxing on a. I usually am relaxing on Sunday. I usually just not do anything except watch anime, or just like post a video by around this time and then I dip out. But we had some Marvel's Avengers. Well, not we had some Spider-Man. We have some Marvel's Avengers news coming potentially. Well, it's definitely coming. It depends on Miller, but there was some Spider-Man 2 info yesterday that I had to cover. Otherwise, I would have done the stream. Like, I had the stream already for yesterday. Thumbnail, everything set up. And then I saw that the New York Times did an interview with the developers of Spider-Man 2. I was like, well, I can't play this. I gotta make a Spider-Man 2 video. So I'll push it to Sunday. So we're where we last left off. We just got Tony's parts for his armor. We did that whole mission where we got to fly through the facility. So now we got to go and hit up that fabrication machine. So we're going to finish the campaign today, and then we'll continue next week. In October 20th, coming faster than this. Man, I hope so. Well, I'm hoping I get it before October 20th. That is what I'm hoping for. I have a good chance at it. But we'll have to see. But I tell you, if I get a review copy, I will be screaming. And I will definitely platinum the game. Like before the 20th. I might not platinum it, but I will definitely finish the story. Didn't realize I passed 6K. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. So Spider-Man, shout out to all my members as well.
Well done, sir.
The controller finally came in. Nice. New heroics unlocked. Give you.
Finally feeling like my old self.
Yeah, we getting rid of this armor. We're out. Not rocking this. Which Iron Man armor should we do? Game has so much potential. Yes, it did. So we're waiting. So if you don't know, what's up? What's up, D'Anthony? Which armor should I rock? I obviously we all have all of them. I got War Machine. You said you want the Endgame. We got Endgame, Infinity War, Endgame, Final Battle, Endgame Final Battle. All right. So we got the Endgame without the helmet, and we have Endgame after the snap. So which one? Which Endgame? Endgame after the snap, standard Endgame, or standard Endgame without the helmet? Snap. I will do. I got that. All right. Post snap.
Fabrication machine. I've
End
managed
game
to
Iron
power
Man
to
with
various
the
areas,
with the
including
Infinity Gauntlet.
inventory vault. I'm detecting some old equipment in your vault, sir. Should I incinerate it?
What? No.
Got that
That's not
Infinity Gauntlet
trash.
right there.
It's my stuff. I'll go
Very
take a
cool.
look.
It'd been awesome
you
if they
wish.
added like an Infinity Gauntlet move where you could just snap and make enemies disappear. But that would have been crazy. She had the MK6 facts. Some twists. We'll switch them around. So we'll do end game with the snap, then we'll do regular end game. We'll play it around. We'll play around with it. Wish they added a Thanos raid. Oh, there's so many. So because things happened with a certain former member of Crystal Dynamics, we didn't get the Captain Marvel expansion that was supposed to be out by now. I believe September was originally the target date of the Captain Marvel expansion.
See? Not trash.
Indeed.
Still didn't fix the inventory.
I'm sure you'll use this to store many more treasures.
But
representatives from our friends at
if you were Brian Wagner call, but there is some good news.
Be able to help with the parts needed for the ship.
Great. Look forward to meeting her.
For people that wanted to see She-Hulk and wanted to know how the game ends, our boy Miller is working on a story right now.
This place is starting to really come to life again, eh?
It is a big story related to Marvel's Avengers.
Just making an observation.
And it's going to provide, let's say it's going to provide a lot of closure. We'll call it Miller's final leak. It's going to provide a lot of closure for Marvel's Avengers fans. And it was supposed to come out, I think, on Friday, but unfortunately our boy Miller is sick. He got the coof.
Hey there. I was told,
but he's recovering.
I'm Agent
So hopefully he is back on his feet without any issues.
If you ever have any spare cycles,
but once he's
there's plenty that needs doing.
fully healthy, he's going to drop the article,
to get this old girl in the air. Maybe I can kill two birds with one
and
stone.
he's going to
My old
have
field
some
pal,
goodies
all about
for all you Avengers
Short-handed
fans.
as it is, someone like you helping out would be amazing.
I've seen a preview of Miller's leak,
No idea how much this helps.
and
A new Shield representative has joined us and is now
it's
mentioned in the comments
it's gonna be good. You're gonna like it. So I'm probably just gonna make a video, just going over everything and linking you to the article whenever it comes out, and I'll just like show you like the stuff that he's going to show you in the video, and yeah, just links to the article. Or maybe I'll just do a live stream and I'll read it on stream. We'll see. But yeah, just waiting for Miller to drop it. I can't wait. What's up, Sky Preach? I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? My most anticipated game in the next few years.
Keep me coffee and check out what I've got for sale.
Obviously, Spider-Man 2 not included.
Come
Since
on
you
by
said the
when you're
next few
ready to
years.
reinvent yourself.
That's
Agent
confirmed
Levine is on the hangar
for
deck.
sure. Wonder
If you have
Woman.
a moment, he can likely assist in further upgrades of your equipment.
The Wonder Woman game from Monolith is definitely something that I think people are kind of sleeping on, because they're kind of, I feel like there's a lot of cope at the fact that there hasn't been a Superman game announced yet. So people are kind of sleeping on the Wonder Woman game and don't realize just how much potential that game has. Like, it's an open world Wonder Woman game in the Monolith Nemesis system. Like, that game could be insane.
I'm over here if you need me.
I can't wait for it. Can't wait for 19 inches of Venom. Same.
I'll work harder to have something you'll want next time.
Sir, my heat signatures scans have detected 2 potential sources of initiator cores.
You like this game? You mad that people hate it? I'm more so mad that
AIM security systems
Crystal Dynamics dropped the ball,
actual source of the heat
and
signatures at this range
like the whole everyone involved.
Another word I don't like. Okay, then we double our chances. Bruce, Kamala.
Like I perfectly am okay with people not liking the game because there was a lot to not like about the game, and it shouldn't have been that way. This game could have been like the best superhero game ever, if not the most profitable and most played. Like there's still a big market for this type of game. A multiplayer action superhero brawler. You just gotta do it right.
How do I look, kid? Presentable? No. Charming?
You cleaned up nice. Smell a lot better too.
Been sick.
Was hoping for a
Sad to hear that. Preach. Hope you're back.
No, it was pretty good. You earned a lot of points with that scrappy suit stunt.
Yeah. The thing about the Wonder Woman game is that when it comes to the reason why you're not hearing a lot about it is because the whole reason they did that announcement trailer, for the most part, is so that they can recruit people to work on the game. That's why trailers will come out and the game will have like no release date, no release window. It's not for you, the player.
All right,
like
guys, we've got work to do.
they want you, the players, to know like, hey, this is a thing that's coming out. But it's mostly basically an advertisement for developers to say, hey, we're hiring. We can talk about this project now. We're hiring. This is potentially exciting. Come work for us. Help us finish this project. That's literally what a lot of those announcement trailers are for.
Hopefully one of these spots yield us those initiator cores.
Appreciate you, Dread. Yeah, Capcom hooked me up. They just sent me a package recently with some goodies,
approaching the location,
and I already downloaded. I've been playing Street Fighter 6. I'm about to stream that on Twitch, and I'm going to stream the new DLC when it drops.
Whoa. Where is everyone?
But yeah, I've been working on my Street Fighter 6 game offline, so I can not look crazy when I stream it. Shout out to Capcom for hooking me up with the Ultimate Edition. What's up, B-Crack? Arkham, how you feeling? Happy Sunday.
The facility is heavily guarded. Expect resistance upon your arrival.
You mean they won't?
Am I going to play Mortal Kombat 1? I already played the
This is a ghost town. Jarvis, how far is the facility?
early access beta, the beta thing.
Hover scout platforms. Is there anything aimed at?
I'm typically not a fighting game guy, and I don't anticipate that I'll be playing a lot of I don't think I'm getting a code for it. And to be honest, I like Street Fighter 6 a lot more. I just couldn't, I don't know, the Mortal Kombat fighting, it was hard for me to get used to. If I get a code, I'll probably just do single player stuff.
Pop-up access junction for long enough, and I'll get us in. Keep AIM's units out of range, or the hack.
So it was just kind of like, I couldn't really get down with it. But Street Fighter 6, I immediately was into it, and not just because of the fan service. And Holy, there's a lot of fan service. I'm personally probably have the most hours playing Cammy so far. Had to make sure I got outfit too.
I'm making progress. Stay in range of the junction.
But
and keep
just the
AIM
actual
away.
gameplay, I like it a lot more. It's more what I'm used to when it comes to fighting games. How you play Punisher? As far as I know, there is no game that lets you play Punisher. It would be dope though. Maybe like a Marvel Snap or something.
through the first firewall.
But definitely not in this game. I forgot how to missile spam. Or can you not do it anymore?
I'm nearly there.
Yeah, definitely don't miss this part of Avengers. Standing in a small circle, waiting for Jarvis to hack. The craziest thing about this is that they stole this from Destiny, but they did it wrong. Like this version of mission type in Destiny is in patrols, and it's done way better. Like you don't have to stay in the circle. Cammy and Jury got cake. Oh, there's a lot of cake in that game. Cammy, Jury, Kimberly, Chun-Li.
The AIM security systems. My improved readings of the heat signature.
There is cake all around.
In fact, be a much
It is a dessert buffet in Street Fighter 6.
Initiator cores?
It's difficult to say, but our detected intrusion has caused AIM.
And they got the turtles, yep.
Sequence. And based on the size of the heat signature.
What am I going to be for Halloween? I'm definitely way too old to be dressing up for Halloween.
Correct, sir.
Well, AIM's not destroying
I stopped dressing up for Halloween when I was 13. Mommy Chun-Li. Miss the game so much right now. What's up, Bruce?
Okay.
Been a while, chilling.
Shall we?
Enjoying the creator life. What's up with you? Still getting hard carried?
Assume it will be well protected.
No welcome banners. Got it.
Whatever's behind these doors, AIM's willing
Let's
to
get in
destroy
here.
everything to hide it. Oh,
Never told you dress up for Halloween.
Not good
I
at
mean,
all. This is
if you
my
want to be
market
technical about it,
technology.
yeah, cosplaying is a thing. If you, but you don't, that's not a Halloween thing. You can cosplay anytime.
Shut it down.
Taking out those amplifiers are the only way to
Specifically
shut
for
it down.
Halloween, though, yeah, I'm good on that.
Several more cores to go, sir.
Good job one of these days.
Once I got to like college age,
Good job.
my Halloween motivations changed significantly. When I was a kid, it was all about dressing up, going trick-or-treating, getting candy.
Get out.
Then when I was in like college, it became about finding girls dressed as
Congratulations.
naughty pirates or whatever, naughty versions of just any regular profession,
Not something I ever
and getting them home with you.
Let's salvage what we can and get out.
So the motivation
Yeah. Yeah.
For-
You know, I made it
altered
for all
dramatically the type of costume
That's what I told myself.
that you're going to be rocking out with. If your Halloween goal is Riz,
I can't control what other people do with my tech, but I can't pretend it's out of my hands anymore.
you don't want to be
I'm proud
going
of
all
this.
out trying to dress up like
Yeah.
a pumpkin or something weird.
proud of me.
You want to just look nice.
Trouble?
Bruce, Kamala, any luck with those initiator cores?
Working on it.
I think I used to say the most I would do. I think I would like dress up like I was going to the club, and I would just give various answers.
Tony, we've been
You know.
searching for hours.
I'm a rapper, or
Okay, kids. Counting on you finding the second heat signature.
I'm a
Hopefully
relationship
you'll give us a
therapist or
bounty of
something,
initiator
something
cores.
crazy,
It won't be long
something
till
weird.
they pinpoint
Like
location of the Chimera.
the instead of just
Based
getting an
upon
actual costume, I would just dress up
Yeah,
like I was
well,
going to a
we
party
don't have much
or a
of a
club
chance.
and just make something up on the fly.
Don't let me down. And good luck.
Because you're not gonna be doing a lot of Riz if you're like wearing something like
Yeah,
elaborate.
Okay. I can't let Mr. Stark down.
Especially if they can't even see.
Jarvis?
They can't even see you,
Where should I start?
and your face
The
is
second
muffled by a
heat
mask.
signature has a few scattered spots
Like, that's
surrounding
not
a
good for
rather large
Riz.
center, suggesting a significant concentration of potential.
Why am I still
initiator
playing
cores.
this? Like I
It must be
said, like
stored in a
was
single
like
location.
6 months ago now.
Perhaps.
Got it.
September is the last month.
Jarvis?
Yes,
Marvel's
Miss Carr.
Avengers will be a thing.
Is it me or
Support
is the Hulk not
at least.
bright?
Well, they've already abandoned the game, but
It appears
officially
Dr. Banner has
support
been struggling
ends.
with the passing of our
It'll be
beloved captain,
delisted,
Miss Carr.
so you won't be able to buy it digitally.
His recorded memories. He returned to Chimera determined
So,
to solve the events of
We're,
Endgame.
we're just going to do a send-off, one final send-off for Avengers by just covering it for the month of September, doing replays and everything like that.
Feels guilty.
We did part
Seems they
2.
all do.
We did part 1 already. So this is part 2, as the title indicates.
You're approaching more aim
Any update on Suicide Squad game? If it's not on my YouTube channel, there is no update. I'm still very much interested in that game, but like I've told you before, there is no update, and
They burnt out the
you should
core.
not expect an
Trying to
update
destroy as many as possible.
anytime soon. Maybe at the Game Awards around that time. But for now, there is nothing to talk about. That game is very much out of here. It got delayed to 2024, so there is really no news you should be expecting
Part of a group who call themselves the Watchdogs,
for the foreseeable
a
future.
radical anti-superhero organization.
Get rid of watchdogs, those bigots. Go away, bigots. Smack 'em with some diversity. We don't tolerate anti-inhuman hate on this channel. What's up, biggest? Rerun would be hard with all the characters. These type of models, not at all. The biggest issue with Avengers was the engine was not designed for multiplayer. They tried to modify this to be a multiplayer looter mid-production, and that's obviously not what this game was supposed to be. It was really supposed to be single player, and the engine like completely ruined it.
We have scavenged every part of this desert by now. It's not gonna be enough.
Bruce
Am I alone?
looking a little tired. I don't know why Hawk did all the work.
Where
What's up,
are all
Imani?
the other Inhumans? Why
Cat
aren't
Tay,
they
the last
fighting
Avenger
back?
standing. 39 days to Spider-Man, right? We're 9 days away from being 30 days away
I've heard
from Spider-Man
rumors
2. It's
of
gonna be crazy.
rebellion, but still nothing.
Porter Gamer. Sydney Poitier's son. I always say Poitier. How you doing, Hoarder?
I don't feel safe.
Definitely go
at
give
all.
him a follow.
I've never felt more alive.
Yeah, like I said, if they had made, like, there's already free roam in the game. The problem is literally just the engine, because they tried to account for multiplayer. If they had built this in Unreal Engine
I know what that feels
at the time, I think it was going to be 4, the traversal would have been much better.
These
and
powers
They would have had
are part of
more freedom on the map. Especially since they decided, instead of making one big map, that's the other thing. Instead of making just one big map,
Just embrace that.
like in Kill the Justice League, they had just different maps all over that
Something like
usually just lead to court buildings with identical corridors.
This is the same thing.
But the maps themselves have pretty large open spaces, especially the future wastelands. So like I said, there's already free roam here, Like there's a lot of fairly open space. It's just
Head back to the.
there's a flight ceiling because of the limitations on traversal.
Okay.
But they do have some fairly large areas.
Stay where you are.
Come on, man.
So it literally just came down to the engine messing up the potential.
Dr. Pym will see you now.
Pym time.
Hank Pym?
Can't wait, you're so hyped. Same. Wonder if we will get in contact when we're at 30 days. There might be something next week. It's about Insomniac type of free roam. Or GTA type of free roam. I mean, yeah, literally the Avengers has that type of free roam. Like the Avengers has Insomniac type of free roam. They just
Dr. Hank Pym.
they just instead of making just one big the difference between Insomniac, Spider-Man,
Follow me.
and Avengers map is that Insomniac just made one location, just one map, just a recreation of New York.
Weapons,
And Marvel's Avengers instead made open maps
Think you could
that
spare
were
some of these
recreations
next air
of
cores?
different places
Help out a helicarrier and
instead of just one big place. Like they have a New York, it's New Jersey.
What is this place?
We call it.
You know, they have the future wastelands, which is Utah.
It was one of our anonymous hackers, Tiny Dancer.
If they
No way.
if they were doing this probably correctly, if they wanted to do this like Suicide Squad just basically made Metropolis, and that's just the map.
back after all.
Avengers probably should have just did that. Just pick a city, pick one location,
We've got lots to catch up on.
pick one primary location, and make that the focus instead of just making a bunch of individual ones. So if they would hear something in October, we're probably
Oh, hey.
well,
Banners,
we probably might hear something next week.
That would be me. Theo, the portal guy.
There's some talk that something's happening next week with Sony.
Your powers are awesome.
Oh, thanks. But you should talk to Sarah. She's up ahead. next
Sony
to the surveillance
reportedly
system.
might be up to something next week.
Me?
So we'll be on the lookout for that.
Anthill, a little home of misfits.
This is the Kamala homemade suit. Let's put on her MCU suit. There we go. Much better. What's up, Dennis? Hope Jez Corden leaks 100% because he said Rocksteady would move always online. Yeah, I definitely hope that's one of the things they remove because it's just weird. It's just weird to have that in a game like that in 2023. Like, come on. If you have an expansive single player story mode, there's literally no reason why you have to make it always online. That's just weird to me.
Ah, your Pym's
Birthday's on the
closest
9th.
friend.
Nice.
Did AIM send you here to spy on us?
Like the multi-map I did,
No.
just more levels, like going to
I've got
Mephisto's
cameras in a bunch
realm,
of those dead mechs you
Shang-Chi
brought.
land, Doctor Doom.
It's pretty fun
Yeah.
watching you
Oh,
kick
man.
watchdog butt.
I hear Doctor Doom, I hear that,
Sarah
but
Garza.
how about Monica Rambeau?
Good whispers? Hell
How
yeah.
about
I'll you on
Blue
IT.
Marvel?
You ever have spare cycles?
Show 'em
I got
some love.
plenty That needs doing. Okay, here's what I need. Maddie bet you wouldn't help, and now she owes me $10. So thanks.
They could have done so many
Check out that
things.
chest behind you. Just got a fancy new shipment in and haven't had time to ogle it yet. Sure thing.
Like the last thing we heard was that they're actually working on Scarlet Witch.
I don't know what this is, but
That was one of the things Miller leaked. They were planning to make Scarlet Witch after Captain Marvel. But, you know, obviously stuff did not work out. Game got shut down early.
Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Embracer was not willing to fund it. So that was that.
Want to know a secret? The robots around here are all Pym's pet projects.
Imagine Sony announces Morbius suit. That would be
Mark one
hilarious.
hanging out in the gear shack next to the stairs. Literally. He's hard to miss. Okay. Guess I can go take a look.
Liz Allen's a G in this game. Can't wait to see play Spider-Man 2. I can't wait to play Spider-Man 2. I really hope I get to play it early.
Hello there. Greetings, first-time customer. Do you require my services?
Diablo 4 as we give you Avengers vibes. Just been disappointed so far. I've been hearing some stuff, especially the monetization. Holy. I hear the monetization on Diablo 4
Sad.
is crazy. It's like EA level. I'm like, bruh.
So, the more I buy, the happier you get?
Correct. Hello there.
Which is great because I hear people love the game. Like, especially when it first came out. I hear people were really loving the game.
Psst. Don't freak out, but Dr. Maddie Cho wants to see you in her office.
Oh, what?
Dr. Maddie Cho is me. Drop by the lab. I'll hook you up with some goodies.
But it feels like people fell off from Diablo after some updates. After Spider-Man,
Wants to talk to me.
yeah, after Spider-Man, Insomniac confirmed they're going to be focusing on Wolverine.
Dang, look at you.
So we'll probably see some marketing
Vibe.
start up for that.
Resident biogenius. Don't tell Pim.
Which we have War Machine as his own character instead of a skin. Yeah,
You
I mean we're lucky we got that.
Yes, though I am not an inhuman, I am a purveyor of goodies, gear, and gadgets.
Am I doing a wish list? I feel like I already did that in some way.
Stretchier. I'm your gal.
What do you get out of it?
Being smarter than everybody else.
Did I play the old Punisher game on PS2? I don't think so.
Make aim weep. I've already got some prototypes. Take a look. Hey.
You're getting a collector's edition for Wolverine? Oh, I mean, you have to.
I'm in awe.
I mean, hopefully
I might be
it
drooling.
doesn't crash PlayStation Direct's website again.
Not right this minute.
That would be wild if
Check out the
in
work table.
2025
War
or
table?
whatever,
Chin up, shoulders back.
whenever that comes out,
I think it's time to show AIM what I can really do.
you go on the
What do
website
you think,
to
Jarvis?
get it, and
I
you're
think you've
and it's still
accomplished
having the
everything
same
you set your
issues.
mind to, Ms. Khan.
Not near as bad, but definitely needs some help. Level 0 to 50, but endgame needs to be reworked. Well, I think they're motivated to, keep it going. Especially with the Baldur's Gate 3 putting pressure on a lot of studios, especially RPGs. Baldur's Gate 3, they raised the standards. They'll still deal with the website crashing? Yeah, probably.
Now that we've got some muscle on our side, I think we should hit one of AIM's tests.
Brave Spider-Man 2,
We
Saint.
know they've been
Have
experimenting
I played
with
X-Men with
new
Origins
agents all
Wolverine?
over
Yeah,
the
that
place.
game was
I'd
goated.
like to get my hands on whatever research they've been collecting.
I hope it's it's Insomniac. It's probably gonna be better than that, but I hope it's in that realm where it's like really dynamic action, really violent. That's the kind of Wolverine experience I hope that Insomniac draws
AIM's been
from.
setting up bases in small towns throughout the rural West. We suspect they've been using these.
And I would love
testing
someone
labs
to
and
do a
capturing the
remake,
local
some kind of
inhuman
remake of
populace.
X-Men Destiny, like a modern version of it.
Welcome to Venture
Well, not
Ridge,
modern
Wyoming.
audience version,
This
but
was one of AIM's
like a
go-to
modern,
holding sites for inhumans
current gen
before the
version.
prison was built. After they moved in, most of the residents were evacuated.
Got it.
Keep an eye out for
Who will
AIM
develop a
patrols.
Superman
It
game?
won't take kindly to
Well,
your
it would be
presence.
Warner Brothers.
Any luck
They
will be able to
own
capture intel
the IP,
could shed some light
and
on
as
what
far
they've
as I
been
know,
doing.
they're not licensing it to anybody.
I've marked the facility on your HUD.
Thank you.
They're using their
for
own
doing
studios.
Least I can do. You guys keep
So
going when
our
something's
best bet for Superman game right now is Warner Brothers.
this. The odds finally
We'll
seem
see
to be
what the
tipping in our favor.
WB Games Montreal DC game they're working on is, because that's could be Superman, but we don't know yet. They haven't announced it.
good. Someone to hit.
I feel like we rely too much on Insomniac. They can't do Marvel and DC. Like, let somebody else cook. Insomniac aren't big enough to do every superhero game.
Watch your back.
We need to have studios that can cook. What's X-Men Destiny? X-Men Destiny
Find
was
something to prove AIM is hurting Inhumans?
basically a Hogwarts Legacy type of
We haven't been able to get
game
anything
before
solid.
Hogwarts Legacy.
We just have the word of the Inhumans.
You basically
I'm afraid that's not enough.
would pick between 3 original mutants, and you would play through the story, and you'd make decisions whether or not you're kind of siding with the X-Men or you're going with the Brotherhood.
AIM has initiated emergency procedures.
And I love that idea for an X-Men game, but I would want you to be able to like fully customize your own mutant down to powers and everything. But yeah, a similar premise. You know, you can shoot a morality system. You can choose whether you side more with the Brotherhood or whether you side more with the X-Men.
This place does not look like they welcome visitors.
I'm giving him a bad review.
And it would shape how others see you, how the story plays out. That'd be pretty
You'll need
fire.
to take out the security note.
I can do this. Let's get serious.
What can we expect from the Suicide Squad game? Check the state of play. That's pretty much the game.
Good job.
They basically gave us a 15-minute deep dive of exactly what the game is. A open world co-op looter shooter. Like Sunset Overdrive with superheroes.
That did it. Let's get in there.
I feel like that trailer basically told. I feel like that presentation pretty much told us exactly what to expect. So now it's just a matter of them polishing it. The one thing I feel like they didn't show enough was Melee. Because they talked about Melee, but they didn't really show a lot of it. Because for now, it feels like mostly just a shooter game
According to Tarleton,
with a few melee moves.
They made sure I'll never use mine again. Altered my physiology.
Which
so
is
if I
probably
change
what it is,
size,
but we'll see.
I'll die.
We'll see once they start marketing again.
Where to?
Records show
They could have did the X-Men that's the game better. Oh, much better, of course. That's why I want them to have another go at it.
if you can activate the unlock sequence.
In general, I just want more. I just want some X-Men games. That's such a great IP. I feel like that's just a golden opportunity. Give the people what they want. Definitely create your own mutant. Gotta have it. If you're doing X-Men Destiny, you gotta be able to fully customize it.
Where's the lab?
You sure this is the right place?
I've nearly breached.
Do I think Miles Morales could get the symbiote? Nah, I think he's going to be the solution to the
Oh,
symbiote.
they'll get
I think that's how they've established he'll be in the story.
One of their agents is down.
If possible, I feel like they should diversify the combat a bit more. Like, I don't know if they have enough time to change this. Like, I mean, it's a 9-month delay, so I'm not sure how much they can do in that time, but 9 months feels like a long time. Like, they obviously can't fundamentally change the game,
To physically remove some
but
of research samples from their experiments.
and if they have to push it even more, fine. But
Preparing for takeoff.
I feel like King Shark should be more unique, less shooter heavy, and I feel like they should definitely rework Captain Boomerang. Because it's one thing if you want, like, you could have made King Shark without using guns. You could have been a little more creative, but Captain Boomerang definitely didn't need to use guns. Like, to me, I can understand that critique because it really wasn't necessary. Like, he's got trick boomerangs in the comics. There's no reason for Captain Boomerang to use guns, practically speaking. Like, he has trick boomerangs in the comics. They could have just made his whole arsenal based on different types of boomerangs. Sharp ones, exploding ones.
Reprogram its destination to the anthill.
You know, elemental ones. Like, they could have easily done that. Like, I think that was one of the issues people had besides the live service elements, because the live service hate I thought was overblown, because it's mostly people who don't understand what live service even is. Like, there was nothing offensive about the live service elements. Like, the battle pass was cosmetic only. They said the DLCs, new characters would all be free. There was really nothing to be upset about in that regard. But people just hear battle pass and just immediately start having a meltdown. And it's like a minority of people, because most people most gamers play live service games. So it was really just overblown from the usual crowd of people who only want single player games. But the people who complain that it looked too samey, definitely correct. Like, Captain Boomerang should not be just shooting guns like everyone else. That didn't make any sense. If they can change that, I would. Get him out of there. Any Wonder Woman update? Not since my last video. The last Wonder Woman video I made was about the leaked concept art. Imagine playing Deathstroke or Bloodsport. Exactly. And that's the other thing. Now, announce a DLC character. Like, next time they do their marketing for the Suicide Squad, announce some DLC characters. At least one that's really interesting. Because if you just wanted to have everyone just be shooters, I don't know why they had non-shooters even on the roster. Like, just have, if you want to have everyone to be a shooter, why have King Shark or Captain Boomerang at all? Just have Bloodsport and Deathstroke or Captain Cold.
It's Mads. Can you swing by the lab real quick?
I understand they were trying to have synergy with the James Gunn movie, but like, that's not a good idea. Like, it just didn't fit.
Oh my god, hi.
9 months is definitely long enough to remove always online.
The dropship. They just wanted to give you something. Knew you couldn't resist.
You want a Deadpool game?
Really?
I don't.
Nothing? No.
That does not sound good.
Unless it's done by like a Eastern studio, I don't trust it. Because if you look at the original, the classic Deadpool game, it's way too edgy for modern Western studios.
Hey, are you okay?
For the most part, like,
Fine.
you don't want that version of a Deadpool game.
Cool powers.
I know you want the original. You would not want Deadpool updated for a modern audience.
I'm a polymorph, I think. It's cool. It's like
that would not
like
be fun.
Stretchy arms and stuff. Still working on making it.
Deadpool doesn't feel like an Insomniac character.
You're inhuman.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing Wolverine. I feel like they would do I feel like Insomniac would do Daredevil
Dante.
before they did a Wolverine game. Before they did a Deadpool game.
Hey, what happened?
I broke my leg.
Professor X will have his own missions, unless with Jean, be huge. Traveling astral plane. That would be an interesting
At
idea.
least you made it out, right?
A playable Professor X, just hovering around with your chair.
I made it out. And she was captured.
Well, the Avengers are on the way here in a couple days, okay? They're gonna
I thought
take
Midnight
back
Suns did a
prison
decent
and
job
Your mom's gonna be fine,
A couple
believe me.
days? Why isn't anyone listening to me?
with their Deadpool
Dr.
rollout.
Pym, they're moving all the prisoners to a new location.
But yeah, I don't trust many companies to make a modern Deadpool game.
No, they won't. Your Avengers will be too late.
Here, let me help you.
No.
If game is always online, then Rocksteady Studio will shut down.
No one cares about it.
Yeah, Rocksteady is definitely not shutting down. I don't think that's happening.
That's not true.
Warner Brothers isn't that down bad.
I've got to tell Bruce. We could do something.
I mean, Rocksteady definitely isn't in a great place, you know, after their founders left. And they
convince Bruce and Dr. Pym to go back to the prison.
And they definitely need a hit at some point because they haven't made many games, but they've made a lot of money off of the Arkham series. Like, it's not like Volition. The reason why Volition shut down
Roy,
is because they had just a lot of flops in a row.
And Roy, stealth will be.
And they weren't that big of a studio to begin with, but they had a lot of flops in a row. And then before the Saints were reboot, and then that flopped
Got a sec?
badly. And then at the same time, Embracer, their publisher,
Humans to a more secure location.
had a big financial issue because the $2 billion in investment they were expecting just disappeared. And that was after they had just made a $300 million+ acquisition of Square. So that put them in a really tough spot financially. So they had to cut some stuff. That's why Volition ended up getting shut down. It's just bad circumstances. It was just a perfect storm of circumstances that just made it not possible for Embracer to keep Volition open.
I don't understand. We have the Hulk.
Rocksteady is not in that same position. Neither is Warner Brothers. At least their game division. Warner Brothers' game division is in a pretty healthy spot. Rocksteady hasn't made a game in a long time. They haven't released a game in a long time, but they made a lot off of Arkham. I think they just re-released the series recently. They made a ton of money off of Hogwarts Legacy, so their game division is okay. They don't need to shut down Rocksteady.
You're not ready.
Because even Suicide Squad,
I'm sorry. We wait.
when it eventually comes out, it may fail like Avengers did, but it's not going to cost as much as Avengers did because Warner Brothers owns the IP.
Sorry, I can't.
One of the reasons Avengers cost so much money
Do nothing.
is because Square Enix was licensing it from Marvel, which added a lot of nonsense, a lot of red tape, a lot more money.
Could you not?
But Warner Brothers doesn't have that problem because they own DC.
You're Roy, right?
Correct. This refurbished resistance unit falls under my...
Why don't most games use the Nemesis system like Unreal Engine? The Nemesis system is owned by Warner Brothers. They have that is a proprietary system that they own. They have not made it available for public consumption or licensing, unlike Unreal Engine, which was built to license to other companies. But no one else is allowed to use the Nemesis system until Warner Brothers opens it up.
Yeah, I was going to lie, but I'm going to the prison.
Moon Knight game, but have the
It wouldn't
combat
be
style of
real if
Arkham.
It wasn't for us.
Respect. Right this way.
Really? Just like that?
I wanted a little more free
But
flowing
you're gonna need this. It's not safe out there.
than Arkham. I like how free and dynamic the combat feels in Insomniac Spider-Man. I feel like Arkham's combat suits Batman because, you know,
Humans need our help.
he's strategic.
Works, then all's forgiven.
He uses a lot of gadgets and stealth and takedowns. But to me, it definitely felt a little too restrictive at times. Because I'm used to more dynamic
I'll
games.
be back before Bruce even knows I was gone. Whoa.
Hope Multiverse comes back good. Multiverses. Oh yeah, I forgot about that game. I really enjoyed it for like 2 weeks, and then like I just got off of it.
Okay, Kamala, this is the real deal. Just keep it together.
I felt it had potential though.
Free the Inhumans. Piece of cake. Cake. Just get these open, and I'm in. Can we just pretend?
Oh,
you
I
never
see some
saw
baddies.
me?
Kamala is so busted in this game. They told me to use it. I'm already using it. I grab this. Yep. I loved it. Love that you can just pick up and slam the mech. Would I want to see Daniel Radcliffe as MCU's Wolverine? Not at all. No way. I like Daniel Radcliffe, but I don't see him as Wolverine at all. not at all. Oh, please don't.
The terms of our agreement were clear. We deliver a cure. You control.
Please don't make Daniel Radcliffe Wolverine. He's a great actor. He's not Wolverine.
People missing? Even my resources have their limits. The public needs answers.
I'm giving you
Hugh Jackman set a pretty high bar.
The launch of the adaptoids will be the perfect distraction.
And after?
But it's got to be somebody. It's got to be somebody older. That for me, a Wolverine. You cast Wolverine. They got to be a little older.
It will work, Senator.
They got to look tough.
I have the utmost confidence in Dr. Rappaccini's ability.
And I don't see it all right. I will always see Daniel Radcliffe as Harry.
How much of that was a lie?
Al Pacino, absolutely not Al Pacino.
The effect of the gas is still
absolutely not.
And without my formula to keep them alive, well, the gas.
That would be crazy.
This isn't working.
Michael Keaton was like perfect as old Bruce Wayne. He would have been great
kept you alive.
if they did a Batman Beyond movie, which apparently was the original plan, but that got scrapped.
There are more opportunities here.
But Keaton Batman, but mentoring Terry McGinnis, that'd be fire. They definitely should have made that. This MODOK was good. I thought they did a really good job with a lot of the adaptations. Like their version of Bruce Banner.
Wait, please, no, don't.
They had a lot of characters that were just better than the MCU counterparts. Like their Bruce Banner, I thought was way better than the MCU one. They did a great job bringing Kamala to life. Their MODOK was obviously infinitely better than the MCU one, not just in like demeanor, but in the design.
What am I doing? I don't even
Widow
know
time.
kids. This maintenance system should
Got the Avengers Widow. Yeah, I like this outfit. Speaking of cake.
Oh, hi. Hold the door. Fine. Gotta be a way to expose the circuitry. They still haven't replaced the admin codes I installed last year. Sloppy.
I wish they didn't cut the Thor part of the campaign. Because the game really picks up once you're allowed to play with other characters. But it's just sad that the Thor part got cut.
Adaptoids. I've only seen these things on
Why does this game exist? Because once upon a time, Marvel was the biggest thing in the world. The Marvel Cinematic Universe was making billions of dollars a year.
The lab's priority.
And companies are like,
damn it.
We gotta get in on this. Let's make some Marvel video games. And from that came Marvel's Avengers. That didn't go so well. But we also got Guardians of the Galaxy out of that. And that was awesome. I wish we had more Black Widow stealth missions. Like a Black Widow game would be crazy. Like a proper Black Widow game.
I was hoping for more of a fight. Monica's office.
I would play that.
Knock knock. Anyone home?
Especially if the cake was right.
There you are.
Cake gotta be right though.
I must be protecting something important. Nice digs. Now we know who's really running the show.
Yeah, Avengers was originally supposed to be have a lot more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff.
The heart of AIM's operation.
But they ended up cutting pretty much all of it during production. They cut the Thor part from the campaign because people saw bald Thor. They're going to do this whole unworthy Thor storyline, and people saw a bald Thor and started roasting it. Some people started roasting it, so Chris and them is panicked and just cut it without anything replaced with, which was wild. They did that a couple times. I'm like, bro, no.
Okay. Where are you?
So we should have got more Thor than we did during the campaign, unfortunately. Cake will always be right.
Dark Cheriton.
They got to fix your visit. Yeah.
Cures ever work, Monica?
I'm glad they did that before the game shut down. Now Widow is truly OP. You can basically just be invisible forever. You play another Blade game, same. Wish you got the rest of Age of Ultron skins in this game. A few of them are good. Hulk had the DR fade. Will you ever see more of the Black Panther Captain America game? I mean, eventually.
Stealing powers to create adaptoids.
They got to show it sometime. It's not canceled, but if they're, we just don't know. We assume it's pretty early in development.
All right.
I don't know, but actually no, because I heard they've been working on it for like 2 years before they showed it off. So I have no idea where they are.
You look.
One shot.
We can talk this out. Time to join your friends. Decontamination protocols. Great. I need to stop this gas. It's working. Got the gas under control. Not a problem.
Turn the farts off.
How much I cost AIM by grabbing each of you.
Do I have the skills on? Oh yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that much damage. This light work. I don't need the damage. I need the orbs.
Kamala would be in the main cell block.
Infinite invisibility.
They're transferring the Inhumans. Hope I'm not too
Ew,
late.
Avengers. What's up, Casual? Our podcast co-host. Sometimes. Definitely could have used you on the show on Friday. Things go wrong when Casual Avenger isn't around. Man just had to eat his deep dish.
Time for a prison break.
I saw Casual Avenger back on YouTube. He was talking about Spider-Man yesterday, spreading some hate probably. Talk about the marketing. I hate that they let you get hit. Wow. They pause the game for a tutorial I don't need while allowing them to continue. Honey sriracha chicken? Oh, that sounds good. I made myself some homemade chicken wings earlier. But I didn't have any sriracha. I made my own version of garlic aioli. One shot.
Tough fight. Tarleton has
Tough fight is crazy.
his control. We could be in
Widow definitely trolling.
Go on, try to stop me. Needs to finally let loose on these AIM bastards.
That Blinky go crazy. Boom. Boom. Orbs everywhere.
You and me. Picking locks was so much less of a hassle.
Spreading the word about deep dish. He's about to start his own religion. Possibly this week. That would be nice. Looking forward to it. I miss having 3 people.
That terrace leads to the Inhuman holding cells.
Especially having the Casual Avenger perspective.
Gotcha.
Mommy Widow. Is Justice 3 happening?
Doesn't have as
Not
much
anytime
fun.
soon, but yes, it's happening.
Took you long enough to figure it out. I thought you were the brains behind this operation.
I am. It's nice to be appreciated.
Going to Dubai on October 16, which is super fire. Spider-Man 2 comes out. Dubai? I think they're allowed to have it there. Shout out to Dubai. Here is nice, especially if you got money.
Okay, let me take a stab. You and George are using Inhumans for your adaptoids. That regenerative formula keeps them alive just long enough for you to harvest their powers.
Part of it. I have grander aspirations.
Replacing the Avengers.
Not everything without you.
I was like, where are the enemies at? Power Surge. Finally got the ultimate. I don't even need Power Surge. This is light work. Me and Jay were
Must
pros.
be a way to shut it
Kept
off.
it going. I mean, the show must go on. I am a professional broadcaster. Though it would have been hilarious to just end the stream. Like right there.
Monica, nice suit.
That would have been too funny.
Enough problems. And I'm not done yet. Where's the girl, Monica?
If I had pretended to yell something and then ended the stream like right before.
Where are you taking the Inhumans?
Somewhere safe. You can't have all my toys.
Of course people are toys to you.
No, not toys. Noble sacrifices to the greater good.
Bad guy bingo. Are you twisting your mustache inside that suit?
That's actually a good line.
Everything I've done has been for the future of humankind.
Prisoners are human too, Monica.
You're lucky she shielded.
Collateral damage is inevitable. You should know this better than most.
I've heard that argument before. Always ends with people dying.
Doesn't everything with you?
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't forgotten A-Day.
Neither have I.
Oh, you brought up A-Day. That's
The
tough.
Avengers have done enough damage, cost enough lives. The world saw that on A-Day. We don't need you anymore.
Got her out of there.
Monica.
Shield can't help you.
You've got a lot to answer for. Where did you move?
Not gonna lie, you enjoyed Got the Nice. I enjoyed it too. Definitely had some flaws at launch for sure. I thought the core game was solid. The story was good.
Binder. She's
Combat and gear system could have used some more polish, but I was definitely looking forward to playing more. And I'm looking forward to whatever they're doing next month. This is how legends are made.
Hey, have you seen a teenage girl, brown hair, about yay high?
People have been hyping a Sony Showcase State of Play for months. Nothing happens. I don't know what people you're listening to, but as far as I know, the only credible information about State of Play came from Jeff Grubb relatively recently, like in the last few weeks.
What are you doing?
Come on.
And he said that the State of Play is going to be happening, 90% sure he said it's going to be happening in September. So I don't know what else you heard, but none of that was relevant. That's why it's very important to check your sources when it comes to that sort of thing. Because there are a lot of people out there who pretend like they're insiders or they have all this exclusive information when it comes to leaks and stuff. So don't let that shape your opinions or your worldviews. Just take the extra time, do your research, and just find some sources that are actually reliable. Like when it comes to gaming,
To be honest,
like rumors and leaks and stuff,
Jersey wasn't
I only pretty much listen to like primarily Jeff Grubb, Tom Henderson, and Jason Schreier. Those are the main ones. There's some other ones that have some reliability, like Shinobi, who's literally a game dev, like works in the industry, was a big leaker back in Call of Duty early Call of Duty days. Jez Corden has some inside information. You don't want to be listening to like random people on Twitter, like ever. Just listen to people who like actually have a track record, who are, because they're usually going to have a pretty big following and a lot of people that will vouch for them.
I messed up.
A State of Play is a showcase where PlayStation shows a bunch of upcoming games.
Get inside. Trying to get inside.
PlayStation showcases are usually the difference between showcases, the PlayStation Showcase and the State of Play is pretty much scale. PlayStation showcases last a bit longer, and they tend to have a bigger focus on high-profile first-party games.
Meet me on the command deck, all right?
Whereas State of Plays are shorter and can have like
Pleasantries later. Got it.
and go kind of based on themes. Like sometimes they focus more on like indie games or some third-party stuff. Whereas PlayStation showcases tend to just primarily focus on big upcoming first-party games.
right, gotta head to the command deck. Okay, Tony. We need to show the world what AIM's been up to.
And I've got the perfect opportunity. The AIM experience in Manhattan. The media launch for
According to Shinobi, he seemed to tease that Sony might be doing something next week.
We have to be careful though. AIM will bury the
And
truth and kill any remaining prisoners.
Based on history, like the last state of play was in February.
So we can lock it down.
Good thing you captured.
Usually when they announce the state of play,
Someone can get her to slip.
they have it like not long after.
Already volunteered.
Not bad, Tony.
So the state of play could be next week if that tease comes true.
Dr. Pym would like a word with you at the war table at your earliest convenience.
Otherwise, could be anytime. Do I think Spider-Man would be Game of the Year? I don't.
Greetings from the anthill.
Spider-Man has a much higher bar to clear
Thanks for helping save the day back at Ames prison.
because critics vote for primarily their vote matters the most when it comes to Game of the Year. Like audience votes basically are irrelevant, and critics are pretty heavily biased against superhero games.
As older helicarriers. She's kind of like a hybrid car.
They tend to favor
Something tells me this isn't
like
just a thing
big
called, Doctor.
RPGs.
We did a little digging in the data you sent me from the prison. AIM was able to successfully transport most of the Inhumans.
Like they,
Tracked the ship, but
like it's got to be something like
Thanks.
really like noteworthy.
Pam out.
Like they love big RPGs or short like cinematic story, gritty cinematic story games with RPG elements. You know, like your God of War.
I've marked a location on the war table that should be of interest to you.
Thanks, Jarvis. It's good to have you handling mission details for me again.
Just like old times.
So I would be very surprised if Spider-Man 2 won. Spider-Man 2 has to be like much better than any other game to have a realistic chance at getting Game of the Year. Right now, they seem to be focused on Baldur's Gate 3 and Tears of the Kingdom. Those seem to be the favorites. I think it's basically between those two.
Enjoying the view?
Not enough to distract me from what's waiting downstairs. But I think I'm ready. I guess I have to be.
Okay, I'm gonna go prep the interrogation room for you.
That's basically what it's going to come down to.
Thanks.
State,
I just need to
Baldur's Gate and
ponder
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, well, don't ponder too much.
Spider-Man 2 will probably be nominated.
All the power cores needed for the Chimera. I figured he could stay up there and help outfit you all as needed. We can repurpose another aimbot to take his place here at the
Realistically, I don't think it's going to be. I'm definitely forgetting about Starfield. Starfield has no chance of winning Game of the Year. It's none.
Nat, I'm about to talk to Monica.
Game of the Year.
She's gonna try to manipulate.
Is going to be between Baldur's Gate and Tears of the Kingdom.
No, you don't. There are 1,000 Monicas. She switches them like masks when she needs to.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is if you go in there with expectations,
it'll most likely be nominated. It's not going to win.
Good day, adventurer. Come peruse my wares.
You can tell by the Metacritic score typically what games will most likely win Game of the Year. It's kind of predictable in that regard, in terms of which games have the best chance. It's just not happening for.
Are all exits secure?
Yes, Agent Romanoff.
It's just not happening for.
Open the airlock for me, and don't open it for anyone else but Dr.
Starfield.
Yes, ma'am. Initiating airlock.
Like Elden Ring beat out God of War Ragnarok last year for Game of the Year. But if you look at the critic score, if you look at the Metacritic scores for those games,
for a long time.
God of War Ragnarok had a 94 on Metacritic.
I don't honestly believe she ever had any.
And Elden Ring had a 96.
But if I'm wrong, if she betrays any real emotions, exploit them.
Starfield is like like hovering at like an 87, 86.
Always appreciated your brutal honesty, Nat.
On top of having low user
More
scores.
importantly, you have to. We need to find the rest of those Inhuman prisoners before we crash the party at the
It's
AIM.
not happening for Starfield. All right, Shaq. Appreciate you. Final Fantasy 16. I feel like critics didn't love that one. Let me see. Fantasy. Let me find it. Final Fantasy 16 Metacritic. So that one was an 87. Yeah. So basically like a solid 8 out of 10. So yeah. Not game of the year. We're not gonna get there. It's basically like I say, it's basically look at what got the 9s. Look at what got the average critic scores of 9s. Because critics are the ones that are going to determine it. So that's Baldur's Gate 3, that's Tears of the Kingdom.
Is the prisoner secure?
That room was built to contain a Hulk.
We're not getting that.
Anywhere.
We're not getting that.
Speaking of, do not let
Let me see. Diablo 4 is at an 88
Copy
on PlayStation 5 with a 1.7 user score. Holy. Yeah, it's not Diablo. Hogwarts Legacy was like I think it was got like an 83 from critics on Metacritic. I mean, that was never going to win anyway, regardless of how good it was. For political reasons, I never had a chance. Yeah, but that's an 84. It's literally between Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate. I'm predicting they'll give. I'm predicting this right now. The Spider-Man user score is going to be like a 9 out of 10.
You think Bruce can get information?
Like a 9 plus.
Yeah.
Like 9.5 for the user score.
We need to find Tarleton's lab, and I think
and the critic score will be like 88, maybe 89.
Well, that's why we're doing it in the big guy's playpen.
That's why I'm predicting it'll come in.
Oh, this should be interesting. These two haven't spoken since the hearings.
The Spider-Man PS4
Once we break
was
up
like an
Carlton's
87.
party, he'll clean house.
The AIM experience. So many better names.
Look, we need the location of that lab. Hundreds of Inhumans depend on it.
Yeah, Spider-Man PS4 was literally an 87.
So Tiny Dancer, huh?
Let me guess, you would have gone with Rocket Man.
Miles Morales was an 85.
You're my candle in the wind.
Show's about to start.
I think Spider-Man 2 is gonna get an 80, like an 89. And from critics, and it's gonna get like a 9.5, 9 from users.
You're planning a big reveal at the Adaptoid launch.
It'll be nominated for Game of the Year, but it won't win.
Imprisonment and
what happened to Jade the other day?
That's how AIM's
we had
make the world a better place.
He had some stuff going on. He felt some type of way
Ebola,
about the segment we were having.
Polio, all fatal, if not for lab rats.
But he apologized at the end of the show. We talked afterwards, so everything's all good there.
Just harvesting their powers to make your little robots.
Robots that possess complex.
Spider-Man will probably get best action adventure game. Yeah, I can see that.
Of assessing the most effective application of their powers, all with minimal human casualty.
Where's the lab, Monica?
There's an off chance that Spider-Man 2 is like so spectacular that it wins the critics over with their story and everything, with their storytelling and everything like that.
It's gonna endanger all.
Especially if the technical aspects are really good, like the character switching.
A-Day was your mess.
But yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to get for them.
Gonna need a stronger table.
To get a 9.
I see something
or higher.
hasn't changed.
Because they really are biased against superhero games in general. Particularly Insomniac.
Everything's just an experiment with you, isn't it?
Even the animations are better in the campaign than the multiplayer stuff.
Tarleton and human.
Did Arkham? Let me see. What did Arkham City win? Arkham City was the best.
Me.
Arkham City was a masterpiece.
Scour the
That was my favorite.
Find our lab. The adaptoids will launch, Bruce.
Yeah, Arkham City was an exceptional one. That managed to get a 96 on Metacritic, which is crazy.
Jarvis?
Sensors detect AIM forces incoming.
This has to be a masterpiece. You have to be a masterpiece.
You're on my mind.
That's the bar you have to clear.
Hey, just watch yourself out there.
I will if you will.
Let's see.
Kamala, let's go.
I'm looking at the awards it won. Don't think it won Game of the Year. It won a lot of awards. Was there a game? Was there a Game of the Year back then? There was the Developers Awards. Here it is. The Interactive Achievement Awards. They got Game of the Year, but not the. I don't think the Game Awards was a thing back then. It won a lot of awards though. I don't think it was a thing back. I don't think the Game Awards were a thing back then.
We can't let AIM stop us from getting these Inhumans in front of the press. My guess, Georgie boy's onto us.
But yeah, if Spider-Man wants to have a chance at Game of the Year, it has to get a. It has to be aiming for like a 96 on Metacritic.
Jarvis, can you open this one?
Sorry, sir. AIM is locking me out.
Guess we do this the old-fashioned way.
Well, this just escalated. Tell you what, you survived.
That was a Spike Video Game Awards. So the Spike ones. At the Spike Video Game Awards, it won Character of the Year, Joker, Best Xbox 360 Game, Best Action Adventure Game, Best Adapted Video Game, and it was nominated for Best Original Score, Best Graphics, Best Performance by Human Female, Best Performance by Human Male, Trailer of the Year, Studio, and Game of the Year. It did not win. So even Arkham City, absolute masterpiece, did not win. Did not win Game of the Year.
Down the flying hunk of metal.
With pleasure.
Bruce,
at the Spike Awards, but it got nominated.
Way ahead of you. Tony, we need air support. Get up here now.
Be right there. Jarvis, drop the cannon. Carlton's got to be heading your way soon. Make your way to the control room, kid. Punch anything that
That looks creepy. He's not talking. I gotta change Iron Man's outfit.
Miss Khan, they just breached the control room.
I'm on my way.
Please do hurry.
Did not see where to go there.
Miss Khan, they just breached the control room.
I'm on my way.
Please do hurry.
They want to force me into that animation.
I don't know if I can do this.
We got our hands full out here. It's on you, kid. I know you can handle it.
Be careful, Miss Khan.
This is crazy.
Sorry if you. This was asked for. Why do you think Spider-Man didn't get Game Informer coverage?
Hang on, Jarvis.
It's because they didn't want to. I made a video about this because when I was streaming the announcement, I noticed that the Game Informer people, one of the guys mentioned that they don't always get a say in what games they get to put on the cover. They say it's a two-way street. You know, they reach out to companies that and tell them they're interested in putting them on the cover. Sometimes the companies say yeah, sometimes they say no. So based on the fact that obviously they wanted Spider-Man 2 to be the cover game, and the rumors of a PlayStation Showcase happening this month, it seems like what happened is PlayStation probably planned on doing their own state of play to showcase Spider-Man 2. So they did want to do Game Informer. They wanted to save whatever they were doing for their state of play. So maybe Game Informer will get it for October. But based on those comments, we can assume that Game Informer wanted Spider-Man 2 for September, but we're not able to get it because Sony wanted to do something different.
AIM experience in Manhattan, witnessing the return of the Avengers, but they appear to be attacking the city. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Is it any coincidence that
Thor, this is my favorite part.
Is supposed to unveil their promising new adaptoid program? Oh shit.
Language.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Gotta change the outfit though.
You should know. I'm not in the best of moods.
I gotta go Infinity War for this part. I think. Cape or no cape? I always rock with this one. I always rock with the end game one. Let's go Infinity War. Let's go eye patch.
Holy crap, Thor! Where the hell did you come from?
I was serving the commoners when it started raining bolts of metal from the sky.
It is unbelievably good to see you.
That's a bit dramatic, don't you think?
It doesn't matter. He's here now.
With that Infinity War Thor. The best Thor.
You did what you were supposed to do. You gave up your power. You should have stayed.
Thor at his peak before they ruined him. I have no idea what they're going to do for the cover. Like I said, Game Informer wants Spider-Man, but Sony has to want that as well. So we'll see in October.
Chimera's still losing altitude. Thor, can you hold it up with wind?
Sony might just not want to do Game Informer this time around. We don't know. And there's a couple games that they could cover in October instead of Spider-Man. They got Alan Wake, and you got Super Mario Wonder. So we'll just have to see.
Navigation's ours, but the engines are still dead.
Glass half full now. I want to hurry this up, Thor. Good night, folks. Thor, update on those mechs.
What's up, Saying King? Working. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Keep on grinding.
We're the terrorists in this AIM experience.
Go Love and Thunder is trash. Completely down. Facts. Aunt May Green Goblin. I can see it. Uncle Ben is Venom. Aunt May is Green Goblin.
Spotted some drones heading for the command deck. Got my hands full, kid. I'm on them.
It's all connected.
Nice. Security subsystems just came back online. It's working.
Can you enable lockdown?
Already working on it.
Do you get the one shot? Almost.
Something Charles had cooked up to crash the Chimera. Fun, aren't they? They're sturdy.
How we doing on those mechs?
They are formidable. Maybe you're just out of practice.
Mechs are down.
Tony, cool it.
I have one last card to play, Avengers.
Ubisoft might have money had to get the cover for Kree. That too. Ubisoft might have made Game Informer an offer they couldn't refuse. In a brown paper bag. In a parking lot. I mean, did you see the first video they made for Assassin's Creed Mirage on Game Informer? They flew to France. They got to fly to France. They made a whole vlog about it. They got to fly to France to play Assassin's Creed Mirage. I don't think Insomniac was gonna fly them out anywhere exotic like that. Or maybe they would have hung out in California. James would have took them to Howling Rays for some chicken wings. They was not finna take them to France.
Completely lost your senses.
Prodigal son returns.
You almost obliterated all of Manhattan.
Well, holier than thou. Where were you while the world went to hell?
Coming to terms with my.
What's up with the background? Oh, there it is. Finally rendered in.
All right. Everyone just take a breath. We planned on interrupting the AIM experience. Showing the world what Harley.
Who is Emma Roberts? Isn't she like an actress?
Afterwards of his, they harvest their powers.
Not Julia Roberts, but the other Roberts.
Amounts of dark terrigen.
I don't know.
That is only step one. Georgie boy is gearing up for a war.
And what's worse is,
I think he'll be playable. I feel like I've been saying Venom's playable for like a month straight now.
Hi.
First people were skeptical.
You remember
But
me?
now it feels like more people believe me. Yeah, I've made like a ton of videos about it, but and social media posts about it. But now after the Brittany Morris comments and the recent New York Times article I just made a video about the other day, where they straight up say Peter is going to be a villain and he's going to morph into Venom, I feel like a lot more people are taking my Peter is Venom theory seriously.
Get out and seal the door. What? George, go.
No.
I think they're very. If Venom wasn't playable, I feel like they would have confirmed it by now. Because they had no problem saying Eddie Brock isn't Venom.
No, Cap, what are you doing?
With all the Venomous playable stuff, they've had plenty of opportunities to shoot that rumor down. The fact that they haven't yet and the New York Times article. They haven't even corrected the New York Times article. I feel like it's definitely. I feel like Peter is definitely going to be Venom temporarily, and it's definitely going to be a playable part of the game.
Died, Nat. Take it easy. You take
Is game bug? Avengers is always bugged.
Well, there's the Bruce I know. Throw everyone under the bus, why don't you?
Spider-Man versus Avengers automatic game of the year.
See, he's been waiting.
You love Emma Roberts and Scream Queens.
Haven't you?
I don't think I've watched. No, I've definitely not watched Scream Queens. I'm trying to remember what she looks like.
Our fault. All of ours.
Emma Roberts.
Do you not get that? What I get is that you
I've seen her before. What did I see her in?
Dangerous.
I didn't watch Scream Queens. Let me look at her IMDb. I didn't watch Scream Queens. I didn't watch American Horror Story.
Look at her.
What do I remember from? She's going to be in Madam Web.
Cured.
She was in Scream 4.
I've done the experiments. I've checked her DNA over and over.
Oh, The Hunt.
Over again.
I saw it. That's where I remember her from.
Perfect.
I saw The Hunt. Yeah, I saw The Hunt. She was really good in that.
I make the tough decisions. Don't. I stand by the people who made me who I am.
I am warning you.
Scream and yeah, she was in Scream before.
Run from who you are, what you are. Maybe that's why Monica got the.
They robbed us. They robbed us of this fight.
I was just agreeing with you, big guy. That Banner is a coward.
Guys, don't do this. This is exactly.
I'm mad we didn't get to see this fight.
I'd stay out of this one, kid.
Like I said in my video about the DLC, I don't know what it's about, but according to shout out to Deeper Depths, whatever the DLC planned for 2024 is involved.
You can keep this thing in the air.
Does involve Venom.
Sometime, yes.
Because he said
That's a relief.
Tony Todd, Najee Jeter, and Yuri are all working on the project. Which would mean Venom is involved in whatever that is. So if it's DLC, then it would involve Venom, but obviously I have no way of knowing what it is or what they're going to do with Venom. But my theory is that Peter is temporarily going to be Venom, and during that part of the story, you'll play as Venom. But there'll be like story missions. It won't be like free roam or anything like that. It'll just be story missions. Beyond that, I have no idea.
Jarvis, is there a recording of Bruce's interrogation of Monica?
Certainly, miss. You can access it in the interrogation antechamber.
Emma Roberts will play Peter Parker's mom in Madam Web. That could be interesting.
What do you hope to find in the interrogation?
You love this cutscene?
I don't know. I have to
I want
try
to.
something.
I want to see Banner and Hawk actually throw down.
Aim's the real enemy.
That would have been a crazy fight.
See that?
They robbed us. They just came back afterwards like nothing happened.
Okay. Interrogation footage. There's gotta be a clue here somewhere.
Let me guess.
Yeah, Thor's great,
A big reveal.
but after they nerfed him, I mainly started playing with Jane, because to me she was just like a better version.
Scour the earth. You will not find our lab.
She's pretty OP,
Will launch, Bruce. Saving the world
and she's got cake.
This is useless.
But I still throw on Thor a little bit for nostalgia.
Calling Yusuf Khan.
No, no, don't, Jarvis. I didn't mean to.
Hello? Beta, is that you? Oh, come on, if you're there.
I have so many shows. I can't even begin to entertain Scream Queens.
I'm not angry.
I just want you to come home.
Too many shows and movies I haven't got to yet.
I should never have told you to hide your powers.
I'll never find time for Scream Queens.
Perhaps you're scared, a little unsure. The important thing is that you always stay true to yourself.
W father.
I love you more.
Only like 12 episodes. Yeah, you know how long that is? It took me all week to finish One Piece live action, and that's 8 episodes. Right now I'm in the middle of rewatching Star Wars Rebels anyway.
The Earth. You will not find our lab. Scour the Earth. You will not.
And then I still have anime to watch today.
Scour the Earth. You will not.
I'm starting Sensuality Noir on Hulu.
Scour the
Because I heard that was good.
That's it. Of course, the satellite.
Have I seen Netflix Sandman? I have. Overall, I liked it for the most part. I was very skeptical because,
if you can I think I found a clue.
live action adaptations on Netflix can be really sketchy.
Look.
And Sandman is in particular a really difficult graphic novel series to adapt.
But Cap must have had a good reason for what he did.
And I thought it was kind of hit or miss. I thought overall it was definitely much better than I thought it was going to be. And a couple episodes were just absolutely just brilliant.
Not just
some of the best I've seen in years for
No
television.
matter how bad things get, no matter how much
Some of them are just okay.
you always come together.
Don't like what they did with Lucifer.
Your differences are your greatest.
I think they just dropped the ball on that character adaptation. But otherwise, I thought they did a solid job. Not surprised that it didn't get another season.
Some weird kid from Jersey who didn't fit in. But you saw me for who I really was. You
Did I order the HasLab Ghost? I did not.
There's still a bad guy out there who wants to hurt the world. But we can stop him.
Did it greenlit? I thought they canceled. I thought they canceled it.
You are.
I thought it.
It's a thing you
They didn't
do.
cancel. They didn't cancel Sandman. Because I'll definitely watch this. I'll definitely watch another season. Well, obviously the strike has to end first. Oh, look who's back. Oh, that's lit.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said.
Obviously, the strike is going to complicate things.
I get it.
I hope it doesn't end up being a casualty of the strike. Go ahead, Peter in her belly, in Man and Web movie. That is an interesting way to put that. Sure.
Not very good at.
Sorry, you asked frequently asked questions. That's fine.
Same. Good enough.
Allows new people who
You found a clue?
who didn't know
It's the interview.
to get the information as well.
Listen.
Scour the Earth. You will not find our lab.
Okay.
Monica's right. The lab's not on Earth.
It's in space.
Okay, when I was captured, Monica and Tarleton had this argument. Tarleton had to leave the room, and then Monica pulled up the coordinates to this satellite called Ambrosia.
Ambrosia? That was a SHIELD biomedical research project. AIM must have required it during
In
the
space.
It would be a great place to hide proof of inhuman experiments, right?
If you wanted to study Inhumans on the cellular.
My opinion, what's the worst Spider-Man game?
Zero gravity.
Don't know. Haven't played any bad ones.
Good job.
Okay, so we know where we need to go. We just need a way to get there.
Project Star Booster.
I'm sure there are some,
Because you couldn't generate enough
but
acceleration in the auxiliary.
I haven't played them.
Yeah, no need to bore everyone with the details. That was before I had access to Mr. Shrinky.
Change this boy.
Jarvis, get Pym on the phone. We need a way to get up to this space lab.
Put that helmet back on. Amazing Spider-Man 2. I didn't play the Amazing Spider-Man games. Probably for the best. From what I mean, I saw some gameplay of some of the Amazing Spider-Man games that looked okay, but I never ended up actually playing. I actually played the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man games. I played those when I was a kid. I love those. I love those tie-in games.
Hey, Tony. Please tell me this is a social call.
Yeah, it is. I'd like to socialize with a few
Those
of
Tobey
your
Maguire
kids.
movie ones are fun.
Need to shrink down an accelerator.
Well, then you'll need to break into a high-security.
DC's putting out 6 movies this year.
Ever heard of Marie?
2023.
You have a hard time getting in. That place is no joke. Widow?
Hold up.
I say, you give a hell of a speech when you're pissed at us.
Look, Nat.
Blue Beetle.
As much as I love your
Flash.
it sounds like we've got work to do.
Shazam 2.
Us?
We're in this together, right?
Aquaman 2. I count 4. Black Adam movie came out in 2022. Where's the 6 come from?
AIM confiscated all my research when I was captured.
Did I see a Kraven trailer? Yeah, I was making fun of it on stream, I think. It's terrible.
In all my time undercover inside AIM, I never could get the clearance.
Absolute dog. Looks like absolute dog water.
Uploading the coordinates to the hyper circuit station entrance.
Let's move out.
That definitely looks like another Morbius. It's just going to get. Hopefully, it has meme potential. Otherwise, that's going to be a huge flop.
So, how many super secret research bases does AIM have?
Too many. But Meridian is its most important.
No, Black Adam was 2022. So, they've got 4. DC has 4 movies by my count this year.
But his Pym particles are unstable on their best day. If he can get it working, it might be just.
And so far, none of them have been good.
Let's say hoping for a miracle. You know I can still hear you, right?
Oh crap, Dad, we did it again.
Blue Beetle was probably the best one.
There's the hyper circuit.
Maybe.
It's protected by a force field. Destroy the field's power source and I'll hack into their system to call a train. Understood.
I mean, the Flash was just inconsistent. Like, the Flash had pretty terrible CGI, and the Ezra Miller parts were kind of unwatchable at times. Super cringe. But the highs were much higher and more interesting than anything Blue Beetle had. Blue Beetle had better effects, but the story, the villain, none of it was remotely interesting. Shazam 2 was just dog water. And I'm probably not going to see Aquaman. Definitely not seeing it in theaters. I'm just not interested. I was surprised the first Aquaman did as well as it did. Because I didn't even think that was that good.
place is on alert now.
Good deal.
All right, we out. Yeah, Aquaman 2. That's DC's last hope for a movie that actually makes money. It doesn't lose them hundreds of millions of dollars. All their movies so far this year have lost them money.
Belova?
I think Blue Beetle was the only one that had a positive review score,
Damn it. AIM has been spotted
but
near the anthill.
it made
We need
no
that
money
particle sample
at the
ASAP.
box office.
We may be out of time, Hank.
Not yet.
We're almost there.
I am 547 years old.
There's Meridian.
Holy crap, the ABs have been busy.
So I know when Spider-Man 2 is going gold as soon as they announce it.
I'm updating your HUD. That's why I love you, Jarvis.
You guys are pretty.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been looking out for it.
Avengers, we have a problem. It looks like AIM has traced my hacks to their systems. I'm getting reports of alerts on the anthill perimeter. I need you to find that particle sample and get back here ASAP.
So far, I have not seen anything.
I don't know if we can get back to you in time.
Hold on, I think I have a way to get you back. Okay, I'm sending Theo, one of my operatives, through to your location. He'll teleport you and the particle sample back to the
I mean, it has to be soon, if not already,
Oh, this should be interesting.
Please hurry before
because the game is due out. $30 more, what was it, 39 more days?
Stand a chance.
We have the particle box.
Eventually, they gotta announce
Where's
it.
your operative?
He should be there.
Avengers, hurry! Where's the pinpoint?
So I don't think they're planning on delaying the game, so eventually they're going to announce it.
You won't need it on the front line.
Maybe around the state of play. We'll see.
Might be a fun ride. Thank you. I'll deliver the particle to Dr. Pym.
What is this place?
Hey, resistance guy. Care to fill us in?
This is a safe house.
Yeah, it doesn't seem safe to me.
You're shooting missiles at me.
Damn, that's
All right.
not good.
Time to beat up some more robots.
Through in a matter of minutes. Then let's take it out.
This is going to be, I think this is part of the issue what people have with Suicide Squad. In the reveal, in the state of play, literally one of the missions in that reveal looked just like this. Like the squad was fighting a big spider robot, and they had to shoot the weak points. And people were like, "Oh, literally, this is Avengers with guns." So that's another reason why people had issues with it, beyond just a live service. It was a little too similar to Avengers for people's comfort. Which, totally fair. Clearly, you know, it got the open world part better. It's got the traversal much better than Avengers. But yeah, when people saw, but the big thing about Avengers was that the characters were like unique. Like people praised how the heroes felt different. Whereas with Suicide Squad, the characters pretty much looked identical in their combat, outside of like some special moves and takedowns. So I hope the next time they show gameplay, they do a better job of like distinguishing the characters, making them look different.
The side vents are vulnerable again.
And they should really consider a demo. I feel like demos have helped a lot of games. And I want this to just like be a normalized thing. Oh, there's the missile spam.
Careful, it's rearing up.
I thought they patched it for a second. Alright, which weak point did I not hit? Which pimple do I have to pop? Alright, there we go.
Target the eye.
There we go.
Heads up, we got company.
I think Rocksteady would be. I think Suicide Squad will be better than Gotham Knights. I hope so. I have no idea. It looked more fun. It looked more like what I was looking for.
I'm detecting a massive teleport.
Cause what Suicide Squad is what I was hoping Gotham Knights would shoot for. Like, embrace the live service stuff.
I don't think so.
I wanted a multiplayer game with. I didn't mind looter elements. Give me my open world superhero game that's multiplayer, has story, has post-launch content. I don't care if you want to sell skins. You know, give me the content, give me the multiplayer.
Thanks, guys. I owe you one.
We'll have to see more, obviously, because we actually got to play Gotham Knights thoroughly, and the only thing we've gotten from Suicide Squad is some cinematic trailers and that 15-minute state of play presentation.
Anyway. Be careful.
I'll do my best.
And they're delaying another 9 months, so they could add even more stuff. So no way to tell which game will be better until we actually get to play it. We don't even know if Suicide Squad has joined in progress.
Thanks. I'm gonna need it.
Which, I mean, better. Because Gotham Knights definitely has it.
Meet me in the tech lab, kid, and see for yourself.
And that was one of the things that hurt Avengers.
Good luck, Tony.
Thanks, Nat.
Like, Avengers multiplayer would not have been nearly as bad if it had join in progress. But it just had all the worst, just everything bad you could have for multiplayer looter. They had it. Lack of content, buggy servers, no join in progress. So if you crash, you can't rejoin. You're just done.
You got a second?
Like it had everything wrong in that regard. So I hope Suicide Squad has join in progress. They definitely didn't announce it, which makes me concerned.
With this new miniaturized accelerator, I have a
But
shot.
you know, they got 9 months, so we'll see what they pull off. So glad for Wonder Woman open world game. Same.
Because it is awesome.
That's my most anticipated upcoming game besides Wolverine. I'm most looking forward to Wonder Woman.
All systems are in the green, sir. But I must warn you, a large storm system has moved into your direct flight path.
Never rains, but it pours. Well, we can't wait any
This
longer.
part is pretty crazy too.
Tony, I loaded up some music to give you a little boost.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's not mine. You can do this.
Thanks, kid. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Copyright. 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 It's some copyright. Copyright. Copyright, yeah. Thing's hard to control. Mach 16. Copyright. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. We need more info on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Last Ronin. We're not going to hear about that for a while. That's another one of those games where they announced it super early for the benefit of hiring more people. So we're not going to hear from that game in like at least a couple years. Didn't mean to be rude, disrespectful. I have no idea what you mean. You're good. You're good. Copyright. 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 Had to sing the music myself. This part was tough though. Definitely one of the best missions in the game. Just got here. Did I see the new screenshot Spider-Man in New York? Yep, I covered the I made a video about the New York Times article yesterday on the channel. That's why I did the Avengers stream today. I was really going to do the Avengers stream yesterday.
Damn it.
But then I saw the New York Times article and I was like, nope, gotta pivot. Gotta cover all the this new Spider-Man 2 stuff. And the crazy thing is James Stevenson said that the game has gotten even more polished since they took those screenshots. Because the screenshots themselves look incredible.
Tarleton's giant head.
They look photorealistic, but he said they've polished the game even more since they took those. So I'm looking forward to seeing the final game.
No sweat. Rescue that
Any more updates on the Spider-Man 2 game? Watch my video from yesterday.
High fives all over.
Those were the fresh updates. Those are just the New York Times article.
Anyone home?
Looking forward to next week. That's going to be the real spice. Potential state of play announcement maybe tomorrow, next week. Maybe on Thursday, state of play.
Covered in space dust. This place does not get a lot of foot traffic. Just a little hack through this next door without waking anybody up.
Unauthorized life form detected.
Did I hear about the Mutant Mayhem spinoff game?
You mean me?
Did I? I'm not sure. I know I got an email about DLC. I don't know if I got anything about. I don't know if I saw anything about a spinoff game. Honestly, the only Ninja Turtle game I'm looking forward to is Last Ronin.
Crashing through their airlock didn't wake up the guard dogs.
I need that Last Ronin.
Here to keep something in. Out. There it is.
I gotta finish that comic too.
Bingo.
All right, Blazin, appreciate you. Have a good one. Is Spider-Man 2 banned in KSA? I don't know what KSA is, but I do know that Spider-Man is delayed or banned in Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. Saudi Arabia, well, yeah, you're not getting it there. Not in the traditional means. You won't be able to get it from the Saudi Arabia version of the PlayStation Store or retailers, unless they release an edited version later. You'll have to get it another way. Have I played Madden 24? I've not played Madden since 06.
Are you hugging me?
I'm not a Madden guy.
What? No, I just didn't watch your fall.
Anymore. So I don't even watch football anymore. So I just stopped playing Madden.
I thought that. It's good to have you back, Captain.
I'm enjoying 2K24 though.
Yeah, come on. Gotta get you out of here. Come on. Wait.
Oh, we get new Spider-Man 2 posters. You want to see Wraith? Same. I want to see Black Cat.
Did he survive?
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to see the new look at Black Cat.
He survived, thanks to you, apparently. And
but they might be done with the posters.
That doesn't make sense.
We'll see.
Okay, I got you. The evacuation.
Well, I think we'll win Spider-Man or Batman. Spider-Man would obviously destroy Batman. Like that's not even a fight.
Good. Let's do this. Well, there's the Cap I remember. Come on. Okay. What's the plan? Well, we find an escape pod, and
Batman can't beat superhumans.
Yes, I am.
Without prep time and plot armor.
Make it this far. Tony, where is everyone? Where's here? Oh, well, we're in space.
Batman is a peak human, but he is very much still a guy. He's a normal guy. Obviously much stronger and faster than a normal average human, but he's typically portrayed as like a super peak athlete with some comic book nonsense thrown in.
What's happening?
But he's still very much a dude. He needs prep time, he needs gadgets to overcome the difference.
Is just a power nap.
Starting to think people just prefer me on ice.
See? You're already making jokes. Corny ones. But that's normal for you.
Like how they gave Cap that more speed.
Don't leave us just yet.
Welcome back, Nava.
Long time no see. Can't imagine your buddy Tarleton was too thrilled about using superhero
Will we get
blood to
Gotham Knights content? Check back in October, around the anniversary.
What you're doing now.
Wait a minute.
If friends keep saying that Batman can beat him, that's pure glaze. Batman cannot beat Spider-Man at all. Without prep and plot armor, he would get destroyed instantly. Especially if Spider-Man was being serious.
What the hell?
Oh, don't mind the killer robots. Hurry.
Spider-Man is much faster, much stronger, And he's actually smarter than Bruce.
Have to brute force this thing. Why didn't you start with that? Damn thing is jammed.
That'll be an absolute slaughter.
Grab the other side. Almost got it. Tony, we got company. No time for
Thor versus Superman at least is more interesting.
Watch out. Damn it.
Because they're both at least in the same strength tier. And Thor has some stuff that can hurt Superman.
That glass cap, it can't hold your weight.
I think Superman still wins that fight. Because he's just much faster than Thor.
Almost there, Cap.
But at least that one is relatively close compared to Batman versus Spider-Man. Get that man a shield. Dead game. Mr. Shock Blast, welcome. It will definitely be a dead game once October hits. On October 1st, it will officially be a dead game. You'll not be able to buy it from any digital stores. So grab your Avengers Collector's Editions while you can. In a few years, they might be worth something.
Well, good news is we're not gonna die in a fiery ball of death.
Yep, this is the
most likely suffocate.
Avengers game that is shutting down.
At least it's a good view.
Gave us dead at launch. Technically, it was dead in January of this year. But yeah, the beginning of the end was December of 2020, not actually launched. It launched and it sold 4 million that first month.
Since we're gonna die anyway, you have any?
What killed the game
confessions
was when the pandemic caused all these delays. The game wasn't finished. And then Square Enix in December decided, you know what? We're not going to put anything else into this game. We're going to pull the funding. We're going to move a bunch of staff to work on other projects. And we'll just leave a small skeleton crew to
Tony, there was something buried
sell some skins.
beneath the bay. Somehow linked to the reactor, working its way to the surface every minute.
It's the earthquake.
I had to do something.
That's
The
technically the
entire
turning
San Andreas
point.
fault was about to blow. The ocean would have consumed the city. Millions would have died.
Black Panther versus Batman.
For a second.
Black Panther would destroy Batman.
Just had to hear it, you know?
Okay. Like,
The hell is that?
that's another complete mismatch.
Well, look who it is. Am I always going
Batman has no way of actually hurting
expect
Black
nothing less
Panther.
from the God of Thunder?
Not only is Black Panther stronger and faster, it's more even physically, but he's still significantly stronger and faster than Batman. But he has the vibranium suit, so there's nothing Batman could do. Come to the end of the line. Yep, get almost to the grand finale.
This was your regenerative form.
The Avengers versus MODOK.
George?
Working like lurking while watching football. Couldn't be me.
How long have I
But prep time. Literally. Prep time we call it just plot armor. You call it what it is.
Need something from them.
I trusted you.
Unless Batman has the Hellbat suit
You can control machines with your mind.
or a Green Lantern ring or something, a Lantern ring or something.
Did me with his blood.
He's not being any of these people.
Killed me.
Unless he can come up with some crazy
Remember
countermeasure
George.
How could you make me
to neutralize them.
I made you strong.
You stole my hope.
Now, I am going to give you the same odds that I had.
Pretty sure that's clone Monica.
I will rid the Earth of superpowers. Even if it has to end with me.
That's an ugly boy.
Hey there, old
The
friend.
fidelity is dropping like crazy. Civil War cap. Got the Winter Soldier cap. The best MCU Captain America fit.
Listen, if I had known you were alive, that they had you.
This isn't on you. Tarleton didn't even know Monica had me.
Looking clean.
A-Day.
Yeah, Monica has infinite clones.
Monica hired Taskmaster to steal a Terrigen crystal.
Cake. Cake, 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 cake.
His men triggered the security protocols, initiating the Chimera's autopilot. But that thing in the bay, that was unexpected.
Too bad Brian got himself fired
It must have been what caused the
and
earthquake to shut
canceled.
down the city.
We would have got. I was looking forward to seeing Monica in a Kree mech suit. I've been a Kree Invasion. Fighting a Kree mech in a hangar with Monica, controlled by Monica.
This is not your fault.
Black Widow thick.
That
Facts.
ship was never supposed to be in the air. I would have done the same thing.
You're alive.
Like the first movie because of battle damage.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty. He's got some good. He's got some good fits.
Come on. You should really see this.
But that Winter Soldier one just hit different. Especially since it took so long for them to put it in the game.
Welcome back, Captain Rogers.
Flash versus Spider-Man. Alright, alright, now you're just memeing.
Thanks, Jarvis. It's good
now we're just memeing.
Since the Chimera's near crash into Manhattan, the situation has become dire. I fear AIM will use this as an opportunity
Galactus
to
versus
ramp up the
Batman.
persecution of all the Inhumans.
We can't let that happen. The world needs the Avengers now more than ever.
We are preparing for our final confrontation with AIM. I have completed my analysis of Mr.
All the
Stark's
Celestials
plans
versus
for
Robin.
Avengers for this anticipated confrontation, and will need some special materials to complete them.
Thanks, Jarvis. Time for us to get back in fighting form.
Yeah,
See what we need.
I'll definitely be taking those Stark Tech outfits off immediately.
To help our allies. Commander Hill and Dr. Pym are both reporting serious difficulty in coordinating our
One above all versus Ant-Man.
AIM's draconian control over world communication networks.
How can we help?
They have requested we destroy AIM's main communication hub to help unite the resistance. They have requested we destroy AIM's main communication hub
Continue.
to help unite the
This man
resistance.
talking for so
efforts.
long, trying to start the mission.
Speaking of the media, reports of our own
Can't wait for your 19 inches of Venom. Facts.
scientists in a remote part
We're
of
already.
Scandinavia have started cropping up on the news.
Kate, the only Star Tech that looked goated.
Part of AIM's
True.
propaganda campaign
And she's not in
against
this
the
one.
Avengers, but it bears investigation.
Agreed. Let's get Thor on this ASAP.
Damn, this boy Jarvis talk a lot. Holy. Where's even the mission? Harvest energy amplifiers from fallen prime synthoids. I guess we could do Eastern Seaboard. Black Widow versus Superman. Clearly Black Widow. Superman would surrender and start donating to her OnlyFans account.
The location of one of AIM's cloning research labs. We believe Scientist Supreme has perfected her cloning technology to the point where she can literally produce copies of our... We're dropping you off
versus
close to the
Thanos.
location. AIM is on
Batman
the
obviously
so
one-shots.
Look out for any forces in the area.
Spider-Man versus Shazam. Spider-Man no diff. Easy work. He could just, all he has to do is compare it, the box office.
Down with an elite guard team.
Look at my movie. Look at No Way Home. Look at Fury of the Gods. We harvesting.
Okay. Take a breather, kids.
We out here harvesting. Galactus versus Watcher. Oh, that one's actually not a meme. From experience of many a comic book debate, when it comes to Galactus, how good he is, how powerful he is, depends very heavily on the amount he has consumed. Well-fed Galactus, pretty up there. I also feel like he's lost to like not that impressive stuff, especially like by anime standards. But I'm not familiar with the Watcher's high-end feats. Give me them chips. Who's the strongest Batman? Technically, that would be a God of Knowledge Batman, unless I'm missing one. It's either the Batman who laughs or God of Knowledge Batman with the Morbius chair. I want to say the Batman who laughs.
Every member of the elite
potentially, because I remember he had some pretty just absolute nonsense going on. Some of the stuff I was reading was just like, really? We're doing this?
One of their agents is down.
For the clone's location. In the meantime, I'm sending you to the lower floors to find a target who has more information.
Converse, Silver Surfer, Kamala, no diff. Kamala all day. Black Cat versus Wonder Woman, we all win. Black Widow will defeat any one of those cheeks. Yeah, that's what I meant when I heard about the nonsense.
There's a security chief up
like the premise of Batman Who Laughs was like shouldn't be that strong, but then they started doing multiversal stuff. I'm just like, okay, well, they just took this to a just ridiculous level. But before that, Morbius chair Batman was pretty OP. Plus Batman 1 million is pretty strong. Corner pocket.
Okay, I think that was all of them for the time being.
See, do I have everything I need? Still need some more riot boxes. One more. Surprised I didn't get them all. There's none left over. Oh. Which is worse, Dragon Ball Evolution or M. Night's Last Airbender? Oof. I mean, it's actually Last Airbender. So the reason is, obviously both were a complete spit in the face to the original source material. But at the very least, Dragon Ball Evolution tried to tell a story of characters with superpowers and tried to portray that on screen.
So good of you to come.
Whereas Last Airbender had no martial arts, it looked cheap, and it made airbending, it made all element bending just look like a complete joke. Obviously the most meme scene is the whole earthbenders, all like 4 of them working together, doing like a super elaborate series of poses just to lift one relatively small boulder. So yeah, overall I'd say Evolution was, obviously they're both terrible, but I feel like Evolution was less terrible than M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan felt like it was made out of spite. I just felt like he hated the Last Airbender series and just wanted to spit in the face of the fans.
Great work, Avengers.
Whereas Dragon Ball Evolution just felt like
we'll be back in touch.
The creators just never read the series. They just looked at, someone just gave them like a brief summary of the story and just said, you know, run with it. Whereas M. Night Shyamalan's were just, it just felt like spiteful with how just awful it was. See. Quick mission. I guess we'll do another one of these. What's going on? Easy work. Couldn't even get Angus aim right. Yeah, that that was just an absolute disgrace. Run this with Widow.
Hey folks, it's Theo.
Well, suit my hope before in Spider-Man 2. I want the TASM 2 suit. I want some Across the Spider-Verse suits.
Be careful on your approach, Avengers.
And I want them to bring back some of the suits from the original. Ideally, I want them to bring back all the suits from the previous games. But yeah, TASM 2, come across Spider-Verse fits. But we're in a snowy tundra.
There is a group
Let me switch to
of AIM forces
Snow Bunny
up
Widow.
ahead.
Let's take him out. Let's teach you. And it was going so well for you.
There they are.
Her Spider-Man 2 is going to have people looking in the apartment window. Yeah, in my video yesterday.
That's something in your eye?
This was we saw this in the gameplay demo. I know some people didn't notice it, but I made a video about it. I made a video yesterday, and one of the things I highlighted in my video that I made yesterday about the article from the New York Times was the extra detail they were going to add.
Is unaware of our
With you being able to look inside the buildings.
The path to the entrance is very narrow.
And I showed a zoomed in scene from the gameplay demo where you can see a guy looking out of his window at Miles.
Incoming.
Which Black Widow suit is most caked up? That would be, if you want the maximum cake on Widow, you want either the Marvel Studios Black Widow black suit, Endgame, or the Marvel Studios Avengers one. Those are maximum cake. Hooded one is also pretty decent.
Another enemy defeated. Excellent. Another agent down. Well done. That squad member has been neutralized. The team are no longer a threat.
Bruno, what it do? Swimsuit outfit is ironically the least caked up.
Okay, folks. The short of it is, because the gamma process mutates DNA, the abomination clone.
That one is heavily nerfed.
In the first place, no transformation.
It doesn't help that the bikini bottoms are also the bikini itself also isn't very flattering in that regard. But you know, they're trying to make it kid friendly.
Assault team, do not let them reach our asset.
People had high hopes for the bikini, the swimsuit Widow. It did not deliver. Just like similar to Avengers itself. A lot of potential, didn't deliver. You loved AR Central? You loved his cake? Well, that makes sense.
Must be defeated.
Captain is a pretty big fan. I guess the love went beyond just appreciation for his combat. Amazing. Finally do takedowns without being seen. Got him.
Here's an energy boost.
All the ops are done. Just a gun? Sure. Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
The original? Other than
The
programmed
gun.
obedience and increased aggression, their notes are sparse.
You got that gun? Am I gonna play Mortal Kombat 1? Probably not.
Thank you for participating in this experiment, Avengers. I'm sure
I'll look
sitting
into
down
it when
with Dr.
Homelander
Gamer
comes
will be
out.
most informative.
And Omni-Man. Homelander, I think is gonna be last. But when Omni-Man gets in there, I might check it out.
You're so slow. It's so sad.
You talk about cake. Y'all talk about cake. You talk about weapons. Sure, Jan. Cake can be. Cake can be a lethal weapon. I'm mashing the menu button, and it would not activate. All right, here we go.
The Abomination clone is defeated. Well done, Avengers.
Had to get him out of there real quick. Light work with Black Widow. Easy clap.
Okay, sorry if this sounds a little too unprofessional, but that was intense. Clone abominations are no joke. You all did an awesome job. It was a pleasure to watch you work. I was taking notes. It's probably not the last time we see one of AIM's clone nasties.
Good. Good on Hawk. Widow will go back to Reed. All right, now we can go back. Favorite Iron Man suit? They all look the same to me. All his best suits in this game look pretty much the same to me.
We're here where protesters have gathered in response
I just pick whatever I'm feeling in the moment.
This morning, the heads of all
Usually I rock out with War Machine,
agencies were held under duress
but for campaign stuff, I'll go between Endgame and Infinity War.
Gunships hovering above our major cities. As the military begins to mobilize, a tense standoff has gripped the nation.
Of course. That's my tech. Is my cloaking tech.
Wait a minute.
Yup.
Something's happening.
There might be a surprise for She-Hulk fans coming up. Stay tuned.
Sir, I'm receiving a distress call from a resistance sanctuary in New York.
Might be a little something coming for you.
AIM's trying to draw us out. If we rescue them, it'll look like we're attacking.
Doesn't matter what it looks like. We see someone who needs help, and we help.
Damn right.
So you do what you need to do.
We're Avengers.
We're leaving at dawn.
Hey, Cap. I got Pym to send us what he has on New York if you want to take a look. Meet me in the tech lab.
On my way.
They make me run slow.
All right, Nat.
What have we got?
Turns out Pym has been tracking that thing since it showed up in the sky. It doesn't seem to follow a set route, so we can't anticipate its movements. His best guess is that it responds to activity alerts from AIM's agents, coupled with its own sensors.
Don't tell you they plan on releasing She-Hulk now. No, Crystal
will
Dynamics is very much done with the game.
Intel on its location at all times. That should at least give us
Your surprise will not be coming from Crystal Dynamics.
Set up. I want to be ready for takeoff ASAP.
Consider it done.
Yeah, Widow. That's a nickname. Appropriate nickname. Yeah. Cap is so impressed that he just had to sit down and look at it. I see some so caked up, you just have to take a seat. He just overwhelmed. I think PlayStation UK knew what they were doing. 100%. Yeah, whoever posted that 100% knew what they were doing when they put 19 inches of Venom. Crazy part is that Bucky's hit that. Facts. Shout out to Bucky. Doing work.
All right, what's the play?
Not sure there's any chance of us getting into this city undetected.
Yeah, pretty sure you rising from the dead is gonna attract attention.
Then we give them something to
I don't know, whatever intern or employee responsible for that UK tweet should get a raise.
They say we need to be cured, but we know what that means. Please.
They put more development in Black Widow butt than the game. You're not wrong.
Don't worry. You'll all be cured soon.
Jarvis, did you get a location?
That was Eidos Montreal and ICD. Yeah, that's true. Yep. Guardians of the Galaxy was Eidos Montreal, the makers of Deus Ex. They actually helped Crystal Dynamics. They were part of the support staff for Marvel's Avengers. They outsourced a lot of to different studios, often for free, which was definitely a problem.
Those power cells control the locking mechanism.
Yeah, definitely do not give Crystal Dynamics credit for the brilliance that was Guardians of the Galaxy. Definitely give Eidos Montreal their flowers. They did their thing. Just unfortunately that the bad marketing and the existence of Marvel's Avengers poisoned the well for the game and made a lot of people not give it a chance initially until word of mouth started spreading. And to be fair, I think the game would have been better received if more than just
Better hurry. Don't know how many of these guys are out there.
one character was playable. Like Star-Lord was great, but the fact that you could use the Guardians in combat, but only as like support, I feel like definitely did not help people get over their negative assumptions about the game. I feel like if you were able to actually have levels where you're playing as other Guardians, like, I feel like more people would have been willing to give the game a chance.
Sounds familiar. Ooh, I feel seen.
But it was just a combination of, well, the marketing wasn't great. then people were like, "Oh well, it's another Marvel game from Square Enix. It's going to be Avengers all over again." I don't know. What's this? Star-Lord's the only playable character? What's this? You know, it was all that worked against it.
No one else will suffer.
We're not infected.
Like, legitimately, the only reason I ended up requesting a code for Guardians of the Galaxy is because High Ruler told me it was really good. And I trusted High Ruler's opinion, even though he ended up playing Babylon's Fall.
It's not safe. Find somewhere to hide while we clear the way to the safe house.
Okay, come on.
Dr. Pym is sending agents to escort the survivors out of the city.
Got the kiss in the movie.
He's alerted them, but they're trapped inside. Forwarding the code to the safe house entrance.
Black Cat will be pleased when Peter goes from his black Spider-Man suit to the 19 inches suit later. Holy. Oh, imagine if they do a Web of Shadows and have Peter stepping out on MJ for Black Cat.
One of their agents is down.
I feel like they're not going to go that route.
Another agent down.
Let's move.
Based on what we know about Black Cat and their version of Black Cat, she likes wholesome Peter. That's the Peter she fell in love with. I feel like she would obviously be captivated by the Riz, but ultimately,
Aren't we always?
if you got a little too aggressive, she would be worried and want to get Peter back to normal.
We can't. They have this thing hunting Inhumans. We tried to sneak out.
Because she wants Peter to be more, you know, loose with the rules and the law. But, you know, she doesn't want someone that's just like a monster.
4. Looks like we're gonna need some air support on this one.
Whatever this new threat is,
Castle Ruler.
I will meet it in the sky.
Terrigen levels rising.
Is the game losing online? We don't know. They made no promises. All Crystal Dynamics said was that you will be able to play online. They're going to try to make it. They'll try to make it a thing, but they can't guarantee anything after September. Once October hits, basically all bets are off.
That machine is the source of the altered Terrigen. It's been genetically modified to seek out the presence of the inhuman.
So play online while you can. It might not happen once October hits. Certainly, if anything goes wrong, they're not going to fix it. Once we hit October. I think Cap and Black Widow are friends with benefits. In the MCU? Nah. Cap's not that kind of guy. Also, he's old now. And married. In Avengers, seems like Black Widow might have had something with Cap, but it seems like she's still like hung up on Bucky, and now he's back, so I don't think anyone's gonna mess with that. He made out with his niece. That is true. Very, very true. But it wasn't like a friends with benefits situation. Like, he had legitimate feelings for his niece. And he doesn't want to. Cap is like a commitment guy.
What is this thing? Let's get its black box back to the Chimera. I'll do some digging.
Yeah, that's not friends with benefits. Kissing a girl one time does not make you friends with benefits. Especially if you then go back in time.
I've uploaded the warship's transmitter database. Trace launch location.
And marry her her grandmother.
Tarleton wants to kill us all. We have to do something.
Her aunt.
Can't cure the Inhumans, so he's gonna take them all out. And this is just
her aunt.
Yeah.
Sir,
what do we got?
According to the flight path, the machine originated from the San Francisco Bay.
No, that's not possible. I flew over that
Are you
area
sure
dozens
Captain
of times.
Alabama?
Perhaps this is a ruse.
Sweet home Alabama.
Throw us off course.
Unlikely.
Holy.
And mineral deposits on the wreckage confirm
Yeah, the MCU was tripping with that one.
Then how did
I don't know what they were thinking with that plot line.
Same lady. Didn't see the warships coming. It's cloaked.
No, and no one brought it up. Like everyone just acted like it was cool. They didn't even crack a one-liner. They were dead ass.
intercepted a signal.
Warships. Hundreds of them deploying out of San Francisco.
No. No, they'll kill thousands if we don't stop them.
Then we go to the source and shut it down.
Daredevil versus Green Arrow would be pretty lit.
Plot a course to San Francisco.
At once, Captain.
I give that edge to Green Arrow though.
Okay. Well, if we're going into
because Oliver
big-headed friends, Death Fortress, robot army,
Daredevil obviously
warships
can deal with range opponents.
Might as well look good doing it.
But
right?
It is a disadvantage. And Ollie has trick arrows. And Daredevil can't really account for the trick arrows. Especially since Oliver has like sonic arrows as well.
Wait, aren't you gonna say the thing?
What?
Avengers
No.
Assemble.
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, we don't really say that.
Just be cool, okay?
Got it.
While we stand here posing for no reason. Come on, you could have gave her an Avengers Assemble. Now imagine if you got to fight in this open world. That's why they should have just focused it on one city. Like this would be cool.
Mapping radiation signatures now.
Georgie boy sure has been busy.
That's why they should have limited the locations and obviously used the better engine.
Now take us down.
This Cap kept that under wraps. They ain't told Peg about it. I would hope not.
Knock out as many of those generators as you can. We stop that signal.
Yeah, let me get this dog water suit off of him. Put the greatness back on him.
We stop those warships. Hulk, clear a path.
Personally, I can't change anybody else's yet.
Hey, AIM is down another hangar. Or 3.
Pace yourself, Stark.
Hey, some people don't have 1,000 years of blowing stuff up to look forward to, Rapunzel.
Oh, he missed you, Thor.
Feels like only yesterday we were all together like this.
Bringing the dad jokes, Cap. Okay.
Guiding you. Steamroller.
All generators down.
Glad they buffed Cap.
Have some faith. They gotta be around here somewhere.
He's actually pretty strong. Relatively speaking. He's no Black Widow. But he's really good, particularly against crowds.
Offering yourselves up for the slaughter.
What the hell is this?
Let me guess. Robots glowing purple?
Carlton?
Yeah, he can control units remotely. Take those out first.
Your time's up, George. I'm coming for you.
Holy, I just ran into an invisible wall.
You die with a smile on your face.
I literally just bounced off an invisible wall.
Bet they wish they had a gamma monster on their team.
They do. Abomination?
But is he house trained?
Avengers Disassemble? It is. The rain-soaked Captain America fit.
What is this?
People everywhere are starting to panic. They're running and screaming. Some seem affected by the mess.
Time to make all Marvel games from here on out. Nah, I'm glad there are other studios that are taking a crack at it. If Insomniac made all the Marvel games, we'd barely have any Marvel games. We'd have to wait for Insomniac to put them out. I like how it is. I hope more studios get involved. I think the EA Marvel games look promising. I'm looking forward to the Mold of Iron Man and Cliffhanger games, Black Panther. I think the Skydance Media Cap and Black Panther game looks interesting.
I know that now. It has to be destroyed.
No.
Our sacrifice will be
I hope Ubisoft drops one. I want as many cracks at it as possible. Not all of them are going to be good. Hopefully, ideally they'd all be good.
I'm with her.
But the ones we have so far, they sound promising.
We can't get to the last transmitter in the Quinjet. Too much cover fire.
Especially the ones in Unreal 5. It's always the Russians like Black Widow with the Gat. Is it? Is it the Russians? Well, no, there are some really bad Russian girls. So this might be a thing. Shield block.
That door open.
On it. Keep an eye on the force field generators. When they pulse yellow, take them out.
Kill Captain Rogers.
Time to go to work.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, there's a teenager on this channel. Watch your mouth.
This is futile.
There's this Russian Instagram model I remember from back in the day, relatively back in the day. Her name's like Anastasia Kavitko or something. Actual Coke bottle body. Crazy. Not having freedom must do wonders for the body, apparently. Is that everybody? Why they literally just told me to go there. Guess I had to reload the checkpoint. Did you just run away? Cryo.
Oh, how dare you talk about Thor like that?
I can't believe I'm fighting with the Avengers.
Kamala's nerding out.
They'll be by the door. Just give me a minute.
Oh, I guess a 5-year nap makes a man impatient.
The captain has high expectations for all of us. We shall exceed them.
See?
I've opened the force field generators, Cap. Take down that shield.
Thanks, Dad.
All right, take it down.
Defense shield is down, Nat. How's that door coming?
Hard to hack and fight at the same time.
Our girl got that gap from the front.
You see what I'm seeing?
That's Jay Shockwas's favorite waifu. He would literally risk it all His marriage included for Power Girl. That's how powerful she is. Just got the Spider-Man 2 controller. Congratulations.
Looks like the gloves are off now.
It is very nice.
Keep him busy. I've almost got the door.
I got this. That was easy. That worked.
That's Prince Fabio to you. On my way.
Called him Fabio. That's crazy.
How's the suit holding up?
Is this your way of asking me if I put on a few pounds?
That's not.
Hey, not everyone's
One shot.
a super soldier, pal.
The way you managed to infiltrate my company was impressive.
Isn't it really Monica's company?
Captain America go crazy with that steamroller buff.
I'm in. Hulk, keep him busy.
Peter might be Venom due to the pics in the background. Peter might be Venom for a lot of reasons.
Probably for the last transmitter.
Particularly
Electrified.
Look for fail-safe switches. AIM's got to have a way to shut things down for repair.
the New York Times straight up saying he's gonna be.
There's something wrong. We should have spotted Inhumans by now.
Think about how high security the prison was. AIM's not
I feel
gonna
like at
give
this
them up
point,
that easy.
Peter is Venom. He's definitely playable.
AIM's not gonna gas them into a
They would have said otherwise by now.
Right, sorry. Kamala.
No, you're right. We have to stop that signal.
Already on it. Just keep me covered.
If Venom wasn't playable, they would have said it by now.
You didn't hear the testimonies, the pain. No one should have to live like this.
On that at least we agree.
I've seen what happens when the people in power decide who deserves to live. I'm not about to let history repeat itself.
Then don't force us to live through another heyday.
I don't think you and I did, George. That's part of the problem. Found my way up. Here goes nothing.
I'm on my way up.
Yo, big brain, over here.
Yep, Norman's the main Venom. Peter is the
Careful, Cap. I'm
the
picking up
preview,
strange electromagnetic
the mini
readings
Venom.
in that tower.
Couldn't be this easy.
Tom Hardy is Wolverine. I wouldn't mind that casting. I mean, he's already Venom. He's already Eddie Brock in the Sony Marvel.
I'll join you when I'm finished here.
Gotta get this guy range just to hit them. How are the rest of you?
I'm helping Black Widow kick butt.
But
Focus on those butts, kid.
I feel like he definitely has the range, the look to pull off Wolverine. Definitely the acting skill. He's a great actor. Really transforms into the roles. Yeah, don't be throwing missiles at me. Alley.
The transmitter's power source is somewhere just above you.
Up it is.
All right, hitting some more throwing my shield at some more stuff. Oh. Gotta do that over. Hero pose.
9
over matter.
Terry Crews is Luke. We already have a Luke Cage. Terry Crews, absolutely not. We already got the perfect Luke Cage. I could not see Terry Crews as a serious superhero. He's a comedic actor.
Got you a terminal. Open the cores, destroy them, and the signal should die.
And no more Inhumans will.
Have I played Sonic Adventure? Of course. Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast is one of my all-time favorite games. Just gotta destroy this one. Jason Momoa as Sabretooth.
That's the last core.
Now, Jason Momoa needs to play Lobo.
No, I'm still reading a
He could play Sabretooth, though.
Excavation site.
The heat signal I saw on A-Day. It caused the earthquakes.
But he needs to be Lobo for the culture. What's up, AA plays? Play Cottage Champion? No, definitely not.
He just swam. Was that a swear?
Thanks, Tony. A little busy right now.
Okay, need a hand?
Yeah, take out those guns.
On it.
Yeah.
Good. Then meet me up ahead.
Die, Avenger!
Mr. Clean is Silver Surfer. That fits. Cardi B as Storm. Let's get, if we're getting creative with the casting. I definitely don't do the mobile games anymore, especially the money grabbing ones. I did Duel Links. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. That was my mobile game obsession for a while. But now I'm strictly on console. Jenna Ortega as Black Cat? Definitely not.
What has happened to his face?
Jenna Ortega as Raven.
Avengers.
I can see that.
No more ships make it out of the quarantine zone.
If they want to go in that route.
Take out those thrusters.
Thought you'd never ask. Come on, George.
He can power his robe, in fact.
That's not like you.
Like able to take out his thrusters.
When I heard they were doing a multiplayer MODOK fight, I was expecting something of this scale. Not what we got. The cloning, the cloning lab one was not it.
I'll take it from here. Everyone fan out. Buy me some time.
Monica already contaminated me with your blood, Captain Rogers. She made me into the thing I hate the most. I'm willing to die with them now, for the good of all.
Lots of power coming off that thing on the track.
Got him.
Maybe if you take out his main thruster.
Orb's back. Light work.
He's down. Assemble on me.
How many times must I teach you this lesson, old man?
Damn it. Options, people. Fine. On my way.
Uniform Buzz one day. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. He was really good at Wednesday.
Shield will fall. Understood.
So I could definitely see her playing that. Let me get this horrible outfit off of him. Let's go Love and Thunder. It's the only good thing about that movie. Actually, we'll for the plot, we'll stick with Infinity War. Bye, Frost.
You don't understand. You can't help but hurt others. Only I can stop you.
Subscribe, but you only use YouTube, so I wouldn't know the. Sure, what's your favorite character in the game? What, in Marvel's Avengers? The Dead game?
I'm getting the feeling that gem in his forehead isn't just to look pretty.
I don't play it very much anymore. But when I do, I'm usually either playing Black Widow, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, or Jane.
You cannot win.
Get up! Over here! Get on board!
That as MODOK, so that is War Machine. The Kree Sentry fight has so much potential. There's some really cool concept art of like the Kree Sentry towering over the Avengers, like on the street. I was thinking, man, that would have been goated. Everyone got some nice suits, but I feel like Hulk got the short end of the stick. Hulk never got any really good movie stuff. Finally gave him Ragnarok, but yeah. Where's my fit? Yeah, we're going big green. Hulk strongest there is. Yeet. Who's left? Come here. Yeet. Come the adaptoids. Light work.
We did it! Let's get these people to safety.
Them cheeks. Do you think we should get an Avengers 2? Absolutely not. I think a completely different studio could make an entirely new game based on Marvel characters in the style of Avengers in Unreal Engine. Yeah. Because the most important thing about a sequel is that it can't be associated with Marvel Avengers in any way. People can't think it's a sequel. And there's no reason to make a sequel. Just start over, new story, new character. You can have some similar characters, but completely different story. New engine, preferably Unreal Engine 5. Completely new developer and studio. Try again. Because there's definitely a market for it. There's a big hole in the market for a really good multiplayer superhero game. But it's going to be a long time before someone tries it again. Despite that, because they're so afraid of Marvel's Avengers poisoning the well. Also, it's really expensive. Like, it's really risky. Like, to do this properly, you're talking, you know, at least $100 million investment. And you have to deal with Marvel and the red tape. You know, because a lot of people say Marvel's very difficult to work with because, you know, they need a lot of approvals. You know, you got to pay with a licensing fee. So it's highly unlikely that we'll get one anytime soon. It's Kamala time. Don't play any sports? Not anymore.
No! This isn't how you make things right!
I used to be a basketball player.
I know you think you can use this power,
But now, I'm a YouTuber. Slash streamer. My sport is video game. Did I get the new 2K? Yep, I've been playing some 2K24. It's good.
The only one left to convince is yourself. And Megan!
They already patched the low post cheese. And Megan! Oh, that.
Good isn't a thing you are.
It's a thing you do.
Wrong. I'm not sick.
Throwing hands.
I never was.
Hammer fist.
What's happening? Oh no. No, not again.
Kamala saves the day. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome.
You're alive.
Ooh, take it easy. All right.
You got hard, kid. Great job. Yeah, we need to work on that passing out thing, but you did good.
W Miss Marvel. Big facts.
Good. That was pretty badass.
Stop changing into those terrible suits.
Hey, can you guys give us a moment?
That's another annoying thing. They don't keep the suits that you change. They force you to change suit. I hate it.
All this time, I thought I was.
Oh, calling your long lost sister. W family. Maybe ask her to mail you some bangles.
And I guess what I'm trying to say is, thank you.
Get you some superpowers.
Can I ask you a favor? Hi.
You know you're grounded till you're 30, yes?
Yes.
Good. From now on, nothing but school.
And being a superhero.
And your special field trips.
Really?
W Mans.
Oh, Abu.
I'm so proud of you, Beta. But let's not tell Ami, okay?
Okay.
Keep this between us.
Do we have snacks?
Of course.
I'm hungry.
And that's the game. Vincent Napoli. Shout out to Vince. The GOAT. We see if anyone else I recognize in the credits. The Nixon's crew, there's the Atlas Montreal crew. Scott Amos. Sandra Saad. They just had a goated voice cast. There's Megan. I saw Megan. There's Rosamund, of course. Finish created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Megan was done with this game in September.
I will weed
She
out
pieced way out.
weak elements from within. No more surprises. No more distractions from our goals. Only carefully crafted innovation. Make no mistake.
You should have saved this for the end of the month. Finish the game on the last day. This isn't the end of the game. this is the first of several DLCs.
Now, let's begin.
Obviously, the actual end of the game is never happening because the Kree Invasion got canceled. But the Reassemble campaign is not the actual end of the game. It's the start of the story. Really, it's a kickstart into the main story, which is about the Kree Invasion. So the plan is to do all the DLC and close that out for the end of the month. There we go. Producers. Where's AJ? There's Rowan. I know Rowan. Character art. Cam Yu. The effects art. What DLC? All of the DLC Marvel's Avengers released over the last 2.5 years. They've been releasing DLC every year since launch. B-Wags made it into the credits. Holy. Which is weird because Wagner didn't actually work on the game until like later. Like I think they hired they hired Wagner in I don't even know if I didn't see him, but I know they didn't actually hire Wagner until, let's say, 2021. It was like mid 2021. It was after they removed cosmetics from all the earnable cosmetics from the game, and took away the cosmetic vendor and the fabrication and all that stuff, and were gaslighting people about it. It was around that time because they hired him to work on the looter, the there we go, out of here. Work on the loot box system. I mean the shipment system. Basically what is loot boxes without money. Alright, that's Avengers. They must have added them after the fact. Or I'm guessing he added himself after the fact. Once he got himself promoted, he added himself, because he didn't actually work on the game until 2021. He came on as for shipments, to work on shipments. Then they promoted him to lead dev. Just recently watched my Spider-Man 2 theory videos. Appreciate you. Alright, so for part 3, we'll start the next DLC, which is Kate Bishop's debut, Taking Aim. It's the part 1 of 2. It introduces Hawkeye. I think I'll leave the Hawkeye end game with the proper hair. I don't know. What do we do? We got in-game Hawkeye with the proper hair, but we also got the in-game Hawkeye with the hood. So goated. The true Ronin. So that's what we'll do. Next time we'll do Taking Aim. And then of course we'll follow it up with Future Imperfect. So next stop, Kate Bishop. Yeah, Ronan's definitely the best suit. Alright, that's it. Appreciate everyone for hanging out. We'll be doing these streams until we reach the end of the Marvel's Avengers DLC content, and we'll wrap it up at the, if I time it right, we'll wrap it up at the end of September, and that'll be the end of Marvel's Avengers, and we'll say our final goodbyes. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm Sadot the Gamer, signing out.